I don't see how I was the fastest seed in the race, 'cause now I'm so slow and I can't outrun the pain. And all those fucking years of being told that I was gifted, they've made me so indifferent to any task that comes in. And I think that it's probably improbable that in any other timeline I'm not still a dick. All my bad qualities, anxieties, insecurities culminate into a really shitty tasting soup. And all those fucking years that I wasted online for the possible universes, I know I'm living in the worst timeline. And I think that it's probably improbable that in any other timeline I'm not still a piece of shit, of shit.
Well, I'm pretty sure I fucked that up somehow. Fuck. Okay, scheduled streams are a new thing to me. Like swearing with fuck me.
It's kind of fucking messed up that I'm forced into getting a job and then to work for the rest of my life, and then I retire when I've already used up. I don't want to fucking work.
Hey guys, how we doing? How we doing? Fuck. Okay. Okay. I may not be great at the whole YouTube thing. Let's be fucking honest. Oh my god, fuck. I should have extended my holiday from left for like another fucking week. Christ almighty, how we doing? How we doing? Oh fuck, I am excited tonight. I am excited, and I will tell you for why. Because not only will I be coming to share with you this fucking mess, I'm gonna be joined by a very special friend. We're gonna be joined by a Matt Pitt. I fucking I'm so excited. We get to have a little group session. Oh fuck. You know when you start a stream, and for anyone who's like a streamer, you know when you start a stream and you get this like gut thing where you're like, wow, this is gonna be a fucking mess. That's kind of where I'm sat. That's kind of where I'm sat right now. Could you lower your voice a tad? Yeah, I can. Is that better? Is that better? Does that help? Is that okay? Is that all right? I can take feedback. Fucking hell. Right, okay. Good evening, Sulfur. Good evening, Player. Good evening, Evan. Shadow. Fuck. Wow, fuck. How are there so many of you here waiting for this shit? Have you guys seen my content? It's fucking trash. Right, okay. If you've got nothing better to do, let's go for the first thing and bring in a Matt Pitt. Give me a sec. Matt Pitt, we're live.
Hello. The end is nigh. Tipster is on the way out, and it's over. He's gone.
It's so fucking Jova, mate.
Yeah. Bring out your dead. It's Tipster.
Bring out your dead. It's Tipster. Fucking hell. Does this work? Let's see if this works. No, it does not. That's very unhelpful. Thank you for that. Okay, I see why. I see why. It's because I am dumb. I started this by saying I knew this was going to be one of those streams where I'm jank as hell, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I feel like I've prepped people. Okay, cool. Based. Awesome. Right. If you're on icon screen, how you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling. Just hanging out. You know, want to just talk about Tipster and bullshit.
Yeah, I think. So as I've heard it this evening, KEFFALS did a stream and instantly deleted it, but nothing happened in the stream.
The only thing I saw that was noteworthy, like for some reason, they talked about football for like 20 minutes.
Wait, what?
They talked about like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and all that whole thing going on in football. They did it like 20 minutes on that, and then they talked about bad empanada or something. But at some point, they brought up Chris Tyson, and Tipster walked his whole defense of Chris back, and basically thinks now that it's only fair that if Ethan's going to criticize Bosch, that Ethan has to criticize Chris Tyson as well, which is something I would agree with. But at the same time, Tipster was backing Chris Tyson like yesterday, last night on a live stream. So it doesn't. So now he's a weirdo. Now he's a fucking degenerate and like all this stuff, and he needs to be criticized. But yesterday he was perfectly fine.
Well,
so,
I don't know how well Tipster and KEFFALS are communicating right now, right? I like. Do you think they're cool to just like one of them crying at a time and trying to get fucking words out?
I think it's KEFFALS fucking bitching at Tipster, being like, "Listen, you're making me look bad, motherfucker. You need to calm the fuck down, because things are going to change if you're going to stick around. Because I will destroy you if I have to, Tipster. You understand me?" Like, I think that's the conversation. And Tipster's just like, yeah, no, it's all cool. Look, it was my bad. I'm sorry. This was all my fault. I shouldn't have done this. I'm really sorry, KEFFALS. KEFFALS, I am so sorry. All right, I'll take full accountability on stream right now. Watch me. I'll go do it right now. Okay, I'm going to make you proud, mommy KEFFALS. I want to make you proud. That's my envisioning of their VC.
I think that's probably pretty fucking accurate. I'll be honest with you. I think what's what we're gonna watch KEFFALS' video first, because I think we need the context for Tipster's stream last night, because it was fucking weird. Actually, I mean, You're not wrong. I think also looking at it, it must be an uncomfortable position for Tipster to be in. Every now and again, I look at him, and you see this look on his face, and his words slow a little bit, and you can almost see his brain trying to catch up, being like, "Oh, is this directly contrary to something I've said in the past?"
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get right into it. I've because because I don't trust these people not to fucking delete things. I've downloaded stuff. So let me just resize things. I've shared it to the screen though. So we're watching it through a player, which should hopefully mean that it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna make a start with Keffal's video from last night. I'm excited. Now, I think we got some context from Nick Diorio of Tony Winchester, a RuneScape player. Am I right in thinking that was it Keemstar who called this guy a pedophile or something?
Yep. Yeah, so I can just give some quick context here. So they were, I'm trying to remember how it went, but they were investigating his news team was investigating a pedophile, and they saw that this picture of this pedophile looked just like Tony. I can't remember what his name. I'm sure the chat can tell me. I can't remember what he went by because it's been so long. But he had like a little screen name or something that he was known for. And so Keemstar thinks he's got the story 100% confirmed by his news team. And so he runs the story. Turns out the news team was absolutely wrong, wasn't the same person, and Keemstar had to like eat crow because he literally accused someone of being a pedophile with no evidence and was absolutely wrong. So he just he ended up immediately apologizing within the next day, I believe, and they were able to talk it out and come to an understanding. I don't know exactly what happened, but it wouldn't be. But yeah, so that kind of like that happened. Keemstar got a lot of shit for it, and it's something that has followed Keemstar all throughout his career. At some point they were cool. Yeah, at some point him and Tony were cool, and then once Ethan Klein started going after Keem, kind of Tony joined in a bit, and yeah, that's kind of. And then he died in 2022. God, he died in 2022. Holy shit! I didn't realize that. It's been like 2 years.
God, yeah, no, it's
RS Glory and Gold. Thank you.
Okay. So this is Keffal's play for sympathy. I've never. Do you know what? Keffals is a piece of shit, but even I'm surprised at the stuff that she's pulling out of the bag for this one. It's actually kind of fucking wild.
Yeah.
Ready for the ratio. It's Keffal's time, come on, let's go.
Yahoo!
First off, just very quickly, what the fuck has happened to Keffal's editing? I never thought it was this bad. Jenny pointed this out to me. It's got fucking worse, right?
Oh, fuck, my bad. Did she have an editor?
I don't know. I assume so. I mean, she's got enough money kicking around for an editor, right? Like,
Yeah.
You'd think so. Big streamer, £100,000, dollars. What the fuck what's she doing with it? We know what she's doing with it.
Hello everyone! As I'm sure you're all aware, this has been quite a chaotic week for me. The situation has taken up a lot more time than I would have liked it to, as I've been trying to dedicate more time to working on my new channel, Scared Awake. While I would love to be researching and writing on spooky topics completely unrelated to internet drama, unfortunately I got to address this one, because Ethan Klein and ContraPoints both put me on blast. Now there's a
Oh, fuck. It's ContraPoint's fault as well now, is it? Fucking hell. I hate this VTuber thing. It's awful. It's worse than mine, and mine is jank. When did ContraPoints put her on blast? Did I miss this?
Yeah, they did it on Twitter. I don't remember exactly what the tweet was, but it was just like they said something like I don't get what, but they criticized Keffal's defending Bosch basically.
Okay, yeah, I mean that makes sense.
And then Keffals responded by you hung out with Hillary Clinton, who's associated with Epstein.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh, fucking, she's into the master plays today. Jesus Christ. I mean, does this feel... It feels more desperate, right? Like, she must be... Okay, what's your take? Do you think Keffals has actually fucked up enough that this is it? It's actually Jova?
I think she'll always have an audience, but I think it's like I said this in a reply with Chud Logic. It's like the horseshoe theory is happening with Keffals, where like the online left and the online right are like meeting in the middle to shit on Keffals now. And it's like all the people that supported Keffals from the online left are now have like completely disavowed, basically.
Yeah, it's interesting, like, because obviously I think President Sunday's video has gone around where he's just like, he's done. Other people have just straight up not talked about it, which might be a smart option. It's a bit fence-sitty. It might come back to bite them at some point, but okay. Let's see Keffel's arguments.
Context behind this entire situation, which I'll try to briefly summarize. But if you want the full context, watch the last video on my live channel, as well as the most recent VOD. I'll put the links in the description, and I'm also going to wager that this video in particular is going to see a lot of viewership outside of my own audience. So if you're new here, please be patient. I like to take the time to set up my arguments before I knock them down. Following Ethan Klein's first stream about Bosch, Ethan would end up bringing.
Can you like
speed her up?
Is there a way to? Yeah, you're like, this is quartering type of.
Fucking yeah. There we go. Let me see. Playback.
You got a 6x speed button? No, kidding.
We'll go for that. We'll go 1.5. It's fine. Fuck, I've forgotten. It's like, I'm so used to like speeding things up on YouTube. I was like, wow, this does feel slow to me. Fuck. I'm walking through a mire.
And someone in the chat says, what is this opiate voice? What the fuck is an opiate voice?
Keffals. Keffals is going back to rehab. Fuck.
For criticizing his coverage of all of this.
I hate to say it, but two people that we are somewhat friendly on the show, Tipster and Keffals, have sacrificed themselves to Lolly Hill.
Not only did Ethan imply both of us are pedophiles, but any of the thousands of people who were defending Bosch were also pedophiles. It was really gross and a completely irresponsible use of his platform. Ethan responded to people upset over being falsely accused of being pedophiles by mocking the word pedojacketing.
Also, what the fuck is pedojacketing? Why do you guys...
This weird thing of it's irresponsible is it is a shotgun effect of, hey, what can we throw at him? But this whole thing of, oh, it's transphobic, you're like pedojacketing people. Is anyone buying this? I don't think I've ever seen anyone outside Keffals and Tipster saying this shit, even within the spheres.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I haven't seen anything else besides them.
These fucking weirdos, man. That's what you have to be.
have such weird ass expressions for everything? And how often are you being accused of being a pedo that you need a nickname for it? If the jacket fits, you must not.
Okay, I might actually have to slow it down slightly. The fucking music's gonna kill me. Okay. Okay.
Quit. And then here, this is again not a real photograph. Cam sent this, and this is not real. He is not actually wearing this. But is this a pedo jacket? I don't know.
I then came up with the stupidest nickname imaginable in order to call all of his detractors pedophiles.
I had a little bit of a loss of innocence, and I mean that it sounds silly, but I'm being somewhat serious when I say that, because I did not know that there were so many people that were like CP adjacent. Lollipops, I'm calling them now. Vosh and the lollipops.
Okay, that's actually pretty funny though.
We represent the pedophiles. That's Nambla.
Yeah. I just find it hilarious that she, of all people, after her going off food shops, is saying that someone is jacketing others. Well, this is the problem. Keffals constantly turns to people and is like, hey, you're a pedophile. She did this to Keem. She, like, when she was trying to call into, just recently, when she was trying to call into the show, she was like, you're a fucking pedophile. You're a bold pedophile.
No, she pulls out anything she can on someone. So it's calling them a pedophile or a rapist or a racist or homophobic or transphobic, anything. She has no conviction. All she cares about is what she can smear you as. So it's just good to see her kind of get the shit into the stick for once.
She did it to Chud Logic. Did she? Oh, fuck. Yeah, she did, didn't she?
Yeah, I think she ended up apologizing for that one, right?
Yeah, I vaguely remember something. I think it's such a difficult one to defend if you're falsely pedojacketing people, because I know Ethan's like, well, what's this word? But yeah, in sort of the Twitch poll sphere, I feel like I'm crazy. I didn't realize that this wasn't a general internet term. But yeah, it's a pretty serious thing to do to someone, to be like, hey, you're a fucking pedophile.
Yeah.
It
Well, the thing is, like with pedo jacketing, it's kind of like if you have like some sort of like nuanced take about something, or you make like a joke about pedophiles or something. People maliciously twist things to make it seem like you're the pedophile, and I think that's what I understood as pedo jacketing. I don't think it's what Ethan Klein is trying to do here, and I don't even know if Ethan Klein even knows what they're fucking talking about.
Well, it's A, discrediting, but B, gets like pushed a lot towards like, from what KEFFALS and TIPSTER are talking about, it's like, well, you're claiming that trans people are groomers, like you're playing into the alt-right meme, and it's like, guys, he had horses fucking lollies on his computer. Come on, I don't think this is like a fucking wild thing to do. Jesus Christ. I do like his setup though. I'm jealous of the stable setup. I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's kind of ironic the way Hila's dressed right now, given the whole jokes about Hila from the past, you know.
Oh, I'm not sure I know those jokes. What jokes are they?
They basically there was insinuations that Hila looked like a horse.
Shouldn't laugh. That's really mean.
It got it got a lot of traction in our community, and Keem kind of ran with it a bit, and there was a huge back and forth. So I think it's funny that she's kind of dressed up like a horse girl, but not like a literal horse girl, but like a horse rancher.
Like a horsey girl. Yeah, no, it all comes full circle. Actually, question.
I like Hila, by the way. I'm in full support of Israel. So yeah,
Yeah, I like Hila. Hila's pretty cool. Fuck, I don't know what jokes I can and can't make. Fuck it. Question. Like, also, Mudahard's gone after Catboy Ranch. Is that? Am I reading that tweet right? Like he started to look into.
Oh yeah.
How the fuck has this happened? Oh my fucking god!
Bosch and the Lollipop Guild.
So in response to everything that happened, I rightfully got pretty mad. Fired off a tweet in frustration from getting called a pedophile hundreds of times in a single day, and thought I'd rinse my hands, move on, and go back to writing scripts for spooky videos on my new channel. Was tweeting while I was angry and upset a bad idea? Probably. The sheer scope of the harassment has been unimaginable. I'd save some of the offending comments down, but honestly, that would be rewarding the people who do it. They would see me showing you it as some sort of trophy. Besides, because Ethan decided it was okay, all you need to do is scroll through the r/h3h3 production subreddit to find dozens of comments and memes calling me a pedophile. Even edgy jokes I have made in private in the past are now being used by the H3H3.
Hold on, tweeting only have sex with girls with small breasts, so I can close my eyes and pretend I'm having sex with a preteen, and immediately losing 50,000 followers. Don't worry, guys. It's just a fucking joke. Fucking what?
What kind of fucking group chat was this? Was this the Brianna Wu group chat where all the trans people?
No, it wasn't. KEFFALS was not part of the Brianna Wu group chat.
Oh, okay.
So that would have been funny. Yeah, what is it with people and making fucking pedo jokes? Like, of all the jokes you can make, you have a smorgasbord of jokes that will never be used against you in like out of context ways, and they make fucking pedo jokes.
It's very immature, if you know what I mean.
Jesus fucking Christ. Guys, it was gallows humor. Jesus. No, it's not. Listen, it's people people being edgy and then fucking themselves over and complaining. I'm sorry. This whole thing, we're gonna get to Tipster's comments before too fucking long. There's only so much tolerance I have of this, but we need the setup of what she says about Chris.
The audience, with Ethan's blessings, of course, to justify calling me a pedophile and dragging my reputation through the mud. I know it might be hard to believe, but the reason that I even said that in the first place was honestly gallows humor. It felt a bit empowering, at least in private, to make edgy jokes like that while thousands of people speculated about how terrible of a person I am based off of no substantive evidence. In 2022, when I sent this text message, I was relentlessly being called a groomer and a pedophile by conservatives due to my work advocating for transgender youth. The fact that false allegations of pedophilia in order to discredit.
Just so I'm remembering this right, wasn't she called like a groomer and things because of the bathtub HRT stuff?
That and the Catboy Ranch, right? Was it like was there? Oh, because was it that the HRT stuff? Was there any insinuations that she was actually like grooming kids as well? In the Discord server?
It was like, so the Catboy
like
Ranch thing.
Sexually grooming kids is what, like grooming them into becoming femboys, and then that would turn transgender or something like that.
Yeah, it was like, so the bathtub HRT stuff caught a lot of flack, if I remember correctly, because people were like, this is massively irresponsible. And it was targeted towards young people. It was like people who can't get access to medication. I think it was sold, was it in the Catboy Ranch? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. It's like, listen, any advice to people, if you want to do something in a Discord, don't call it things like ranch, war room, never call anything the war room, okay? Try not to have fucking weird, not safe for work servers. What are you fucking doing? Catboy collars? Oh. I'm surprised she's not friends with Nick Fuentes. I thought they would get on. They can have Catboys together.
I don't know, if you're going in a server with a bunch of minors, that's never a great idea. If you're an adult.
Well,
I know, pretty hot take for Matt Pitt over here. Like, hey guys, maybe not hang out with minors in the Discord server.
Matt Pitt's hot take: leave them kids alone. No, there's. I think I have a general rule of if you're under 18 as well, I feel bad being mean to you publicly. I'm like, you know, once you're over the threshold of you're an adult, I'm like, it's fine. But I can't think of many situations, and I think that might be because I'm a gamer as well. I'm like, you're aware that there are younger people in the community, and that probably you shouldn't be interacting with them too much and building these weird familial relationships. It's just, it always ends badly, which is why there's a load of fucking Minecraft YouTubers who are very scared all the time.
Me came up so frequently. Journalists have actually written about it before. This situation only got worse when ContraPoints decided to call me out directly.
Using bogus transphobia accusations to defend a cis man's public consumption of sexually explicit childlike images is unbelievably harmful and egregious. That's all I'm going to say about this. Yes, the video is coming. Wait, the video is coming? ContraPoints is going to do a video on KEFFALS? Oh my god, it might actually be Jova.
That would be great. That's like the Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage of like trans people, right? That's the mega powers. That's WrestleMania 5, bro. Main event.
Oh my god. Fuck. Like, is this the year of the actual Twitch poll apocalypse and the bread tube apocalypse?
Is this the trans civil war?
The trans civil war. They prepared to fight the Republicans, but really they're fighting each other.
Bruh.
Guys, I just want to say, don't you know it's an election year? It's all a distraction from Biden. What are you doing?
On Twitter, followed by blocking me despite me never publicly interacting with her throughout this controversy whatsoever.
I think your co-host is saying...
words carefully here and
I think that's your co-host in the chat saying no, she's just talking about her yearly video she's been working on for ages.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, no KEFFALS. But maybe the yearly video is about KEFFALS, right? Maybe.
You never know. ContraPoints drops everything. It's like, nah, we need to talk about KEFFALS. This bitch has it coming.
Yeah.
Dissect how disingenuous and outright malicious ContraPoints is being here. This is a situation where on a surface level, this all seems fine, but she didn't know enough about the situation to even comment on it. I never defended anyone consuming sexually explicit childlike images, and yes, being dead named and misgendered alongside being called a pedophile hundreds of times in a single day is transphobic. And this started after Ethan Klein decided to call me a pedophile. If you want a pretty clear example of how Ethan's rhetoric has led to transphobia, Bad Empanada, a leftist YouTuber with 120k subscribers, said that as a collective, trans people are racist pedophiles in response to watching Ethan mock the concept of pedojacketing.
To pedojacket trans people.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Can you give me like a quick rundown on who Bad Empanada is?
I don't know if there is a quick rundown of who Bad Empanada is.
Okay.
So, because I saw you guys watch this guy on Now Recording. Bad
That guy
Empanada
was like, yeah, Bosch is a fucking pedophile, by the way. I'm like, God damn.
Bad Empanada is notorious. He is somebody who, what's the best way to put him? Fuck. He's crazy. He's crazy on Twitter. Like, during the whole Israel-Palestine stuff, he was like, this is just an example. He was fighting with Lonabox, and he was like, hey, fellow Muslim terrorist brotherhood, this is the city Lonabox lives in. Go do something about it, in a nutshell. Yeah, Bad Empanada's fucking insane. Like, it's just completely crazy. Like... a guy who should
maybe
be
that wasn't the best guy to source
redacted. Well, this is why when I like just seeing this come up, I'm like, hold on, like this is the effect of Ethan's rhetoric. What Bad Empanada? Bad Empanada would be saying Bad Empanada things, whatever Ethan was saying. It's Bad Empanada. KEFFALS knows this. This is so fucking stupid.
My thing was like, he made like a really short rundown of the Bosch thing, and I'm like, bet we're gonna watch this, and this will summarize everything that's happening, and it's just like, Bosch is a pedophile, and here's why. I'm like, okay, all right, this guy, I don't know much about this guy, but he's cooking, I guess.
I think it's one of those as well where KEFFALS keeps like hitting at all the people who are hitting her who are surprised. I'm waiting for it to do a response to the President Sunday video. Actually, I think that would be pretty interesting. But
yeah, I heard President Sunday had a lot to say.
Yeah, I mean his "I'm done" video is actually pretty good, honestly. It's a good rundown. It's a good explanation of why he feels the way he does. And honestly, yeah, it's nice that he's, you know, got a moral stance on something and isn't just kind of going, oh, I don't want to fucking talk about it. Because, you know, if Vosh comes out of this the other side unscathed, and I'm going to be honest, while I don't think he'll be unscathed, I don't think he's vanishing. You know, it is going to put certain people in difficult positions. But good for them.
First of all,
Whoa.
I didn't say anything about trans people, and the fact that you even brought that up in this conversation is really fucked.
That's so fucking weird too. Like, a lot of these people, I honestly just they seem to like be obsessed with using trans identity to like defend the indefensible. Like, you're not attacking them because their opinions is dog shit, because they're defending horrible things, because they are horrible people. No, the only possible thing is because they are trans. Like, they are, honestly, as a collective, they are on average pedophiles, white, racist.
Jesus.
Yet they like, you know, they're pedophiles who do racism from a position of whiteness, and they defend themselves from a position of transness.
Is he just talking about Jalen? It's a joke. It's a joke. I don't mean it. No, I do. Holy fuck.
And it's fucking
Like, why are
disgusting.
you?
I think that people need to be careful about false allegations of pedophilia. And in fact, this was something that Ethan Klein knew all too well, because he rightfully put Keemstar on blast back in 2016 for falsely accusing RuneScape Twitch streamer Tony Winchester of being a pedophile, resulting in years-long intense harassment.
He falsely accused an elderly streamer of being a convicted pedophile. Ugh. I mean, how does he ever even live this one down? And do you know what his evidence was? Wait for it. He looked like the guy in the photo. Yeah, that's it. Now, Keemstar likes to act like him and Tony are all good, but here's a clip of Tony talking about the incident 1.5 years later, describing how this one mishap on Keemstar's drama alert ended up with years of endless harassment for him. Have a listen.
One time I had, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of people threatened to kill my family, harassing my sister, my nephews. I mean, me, you know, they were just, they
This is fucking awful.
Yes.
I can't. I'm actually a little lost for words.
Wait, so you're not familiar with this drama?
I'm not familiar with this drama because I didn't follow any of the Keemstar versus Ethan Klein stuff. But yeah, I mean, obviously pedojacketing an old man because you misidentified a picture. Keemstar's a fucking idiot, but he did like retract it and tried to sort things out.
Someone in the chat was saying I was wrong because like RS Glory and Gold got harassment. Yeah, he got harassed by it. But what I said was Keemstar immediately retracted his statement, I think the next day, and issued a massive apology towards RS Glory and Gold and got on the phone with him to try and work things out. Although RS Glory and Gold was very much so harassed, he was also supported by a lot of people, including what's the guy's name that was the same as Keem? I forgot his fucking name. He was like he was also a news guy. They were huge rivals. I can't remember his name at the moment, but he basically did a lot of support for RS Glory and Gold's Twitch stream, and RS Glory and Gold got a lot of subs and a lot of interaction from all of this. And like there was my point is there was some good that came out of it, but obviously Keemstar was 100% in the wrong and probably deserves to be criticized to this very day.
Yeah, I think that's fine. And again, it's a good reminder not to randomly pedo jacket somebody when you're fighting with them, which KEFFALS does all the fucking time to everybody. But it's fine when she does it? Of course it's fine when she does it. Jesus fucking Christ. These people, man.
Hacked my RuneScape account. They hacked our YouTube channel. They did more crap than you can even possibly imagine, okay? All about how I'm a child molester and a pedophile. Anyway, I sent a little Twitter out. I just said Keemstar, just so you know, your BS a year and a half ago still causes me trouble every day.
It's just outright disgusting to me that Ethan Klein is willing to call people pedophiles seemingly without any consideration for the ramifications of his actions. And even more disgusting...
Okay, this is actually starting to bother me. Has Ethan Klein called Tipster or KEFFALS pedophiles?
Not to my knowledge.
Because, yeah, that's... Again, this is this weird twisting of the narrative. It's not... He's like... He even says it in the clip she shows. It's like Lolicon adjacent. Or CP adjacent. Or like...
By the way, just going back to the RS Glory and Gold thing, the guy's name was Scarce. Scarce did a lot of support for RS Glory and Gold. So, yeah, I just want to... Thank you, chat.
Yeah. Thank you, Echo. Yeah, it's just... Yeah. Her trying to label Ethan as doing this transphobia stuff, like this anti-LGBT stuff that we've heard from Tipster before. It's so disingenuous, so bad faith. Like, I know, I caught a bit of Nick's stream last night, I think, where KEFFALS brings up Ethan's wife in IDF uniform. Oh, what are you using that gun for? Like, she says on her stream, oh, I can be bad faith too. All KEFFALS is bad faith. I don't know how anyone can watch KEFFALS and not see this. What has she done to her chat? Is this the effects of Catboy Ranch? Do they just, like, drug you up? And then be like, here, watch this propaganda.
Yeah.
Fucking communists.
That he has put others on blast for doing the same thing that he is doing now. But of course, maybe over the years he stopped caring about right or wrong, as throughout most of his recent stream when he engaged in all of this vitriolic behavior, he made sure to let everyone know how much money he was making doing this.
And I'll tell you this, Vosh and friends, I am making money right now. And I hope that bothers you. I'm gonna make a ton of money right now, bro. And you know what? I don't give a fuck.
It's just so sad to see. What happened to the Ethan that was standing up for Tony Winchester? I mean, this is how Ethan reacted to me wanting to de-escalate this conflict, because I genuinely care about the people that are involved in this.
She says, I'll try giving him a call later to see if this can be sorted instead of becoming online blood sports. Well, listen, that's kind of my business. We're in a bloody business. And y'all just defended animated CP, so let's giddy up.
He even went as far as to say that he knew he was engaging in defamation and encouraged Vosh to sue him.
Vosh should legitimately sue Ethan for slander. Someone says, as nice as that would be, I doubt there's enough case to have a case. No, there is. The amount of slander and false accusations are more than enough for a solid lawsuit. I said, I'm begging you, please, I'll even crowdfund for you to sue me. Let's do it. And I'm being dead serious. I would be fucking over the moon if you sued me. Please, bro. Yeah.
Going back to
What the fuck is wrong with her? This is desperate. These aren't even funny. Is that why I was wondering why that video section was so fucking compressed?
Yeah, it's very awkward to watch.
Okay. Oh, fuck. We'll get there.
Contra
Where's the
points
grid
for a
stuff?
moment. ContraPoints
We'll get there.
absolutely knows what she is doing and is being intentionally malicious. By lying and saying that I'm defending
KEFFALS
someone's
sucks at
consumption
this,
of
bro.
childlike
He's
sexual
bad.
images.
Yeah.
She's really bad at this. The fact that she was to have some sort of community behind her is very surprising. She's really bad at this. She's a horrible streamer. All of her streams are just like full blown dead air. I don't know how she got a community. It's almost like the only reason people followed her was because she was trans. That's I mean, like, I don't know. That's
So she got like this initial following off the ratio stuff. She'd been around for ages, but the ratio thing really boosted her. I follow a few trans Twitch streamers who I like, particularly on Twitter, just because they're funny. But I remember one of them who is nothing to do with any of the politics stuff, never talks about it. Her and her partner seem like cool people, but she got a like shout out from KEFFALS, and I remember her tweeting about it, being like, "Oh, thank you, fucking whatever wigglers, for like shouting me out and things." So I think because KEFFALS was so in the public eye, so in the like, oh yeah, she's fighting the right wingers. That's a lot of it. But when you actually watch KEFFALS, a lot of her stuff is just either random drama, gaming, or fucking conversations about basically fucking nothing.
yeah.
She's just not exceptional.
The only time she's ever interesting is when she's like accusing people of something, you know, like, and even then it's boring. Like, we're talking about hours of dead air on live streams. Do you remember what she did to Dylan Burns?
Yes.
She like got invited on a panel and then like didn't show up and then just decided to like stream snipe it the whole time while talking shit or something.
Do you know what the context of why that happened is?
I think I did at one point, but I forgot.
So it's because Stardust was on the panel.
Right, that's it. Yeah.
So Stardust
was on the panel, and Stardust was like friendly with Flamenco, right?
Yeah.
And so by proxy, Stardust is like a supporter of fucking KEFFALS getting destroyed, or
because
whatever.
KEFFALS' claim was that Flam was the one who doxed her.
Yeah.
And Star ended up in a conversation with KEFFALS after all this happened, because Star was, she was like, "Why is KEFFALS attacking me for something that's nothing to do with me?" KEFFALS kept asking her questions about Flam, and Star was just like, "I don't know, I don't fucking know." Like, when I was Flam, I don't fucking...
Also, by the way, like, the thing with Flam was stupid too, because her argument was that because Flamenco had interacted with KEFFALS' Kiwi Farms thread, that means that Flamenco, like, full-blown doxed her. But I don't think he never did anything like that. He just fucking posted in the thread.
Yeah, and this seems to be like a really constant thing with her, where she'll accuse people of shit that's just kind of nothing to do with them. She did this with Destiny in his community, when she was like, "You guys are basically Destiny's friends with Null. He's responsible for everything." It's just like, she knew that Kiwi Farms wasn't the place where her docs had come from. She'd known that. I actually happen to know kind of a bit of the origin point of how bits of her information got out as well. Which was from her Patreon. Like, it was a Patreon tier. It's fucking crazy. But it plays into the victimhood. And what's great about this drama is it kind of condenses all the shit with KEFFALS into like one singular point in time where all the shit she said about everyone else is coming fully. I'm surprised that she hasn't accused... Well, actually, fucking, we'll get to Tipster and his accusations towards Ethan later.
And calling me harmful to the trans community.
I gotta step out for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
You keep going.
She, a significantly larger creator, basically gave the signal to everyone to dismiss all of my criticism.
Lol, Flam's mum, if I recall, showed up to defend on the farms. Dude is a cow of epic proportions himself. So Flam's, if I remember correctly, Flam's, like, loads of Flam's family got fucking farms accounts. Flam, stop it. If you ever see this, please stop, buddy. I beg you. None of this is working. To be fair, he did go live recently talking about Neopats, so I don't know, maybe he's just moving on. I hope he's moving on.
and in fact to escalate the harassment even further. The worst part about all of this is how disproportionate it is. I only have 43,000 subscribers on my main YouTube channel, and I'm getting my reputation dragged through the mud by people who have tens of millions of subscribers.
I'm sorry, I fucking hate this point. I'm not trying to go on tomfoolery defense here, because obviously I've had my shit. But when KEFFALS went for tomfoolery, Tom has like 4,000 subscribers. She has like 40,000 plus, like way more in other places as well. It's like, what? When did this argument start? No, it's disproportionate, guys. We can't do that. It's very mean to people. I'm just a little streamer, guys. I don't have any effect. Every time she gets into trouble, she does this. Oh, guys, I just ratioed people. Why are all the right-wingers coming for me? Or on the other side, I'm tiny. Look how I'm taking down these right-wingers. You can't have it both ways, couples. You can't have it both ways.
Subscribers collectively between all their platforms. What I think is even more heinous, however, is that ContraPoints discussed in her video canceling how harmful and damaging it is when smaller creators have false allegations spread.
You're not a smaller... Okay, you are a smaller creator, but you are not a small creator. You have a large public profile, okay? There are million sub-channels with less of a public profile than you have, fucking KEFFALS. What are you talking about? By the way, KEFFALS' entire beef with Contra comes from one tweet 2 years ago where Contra tweeted, "I'm so thankful for KEFFALS. I'm so off the hook now." Okay, that's fucking brilliant. I love it. That's actually fucking based.
Against them. Unlike larger creators like Ethan Klein, who have the money to pay for PR and can easily bounce back.
I've also become very disillusioned with the way these accusations are thrown around so frivolously on social media, by the way they're used to escalate conflict instead of promote understanding, and by the way they're sometimes weaponized to destroy people who have made mistakes, but who really don't deserve to be destroyed.
Wait, what? Vosh has just made mistakes, guys. Vosh has just made mistakes. Oh, fuck. Okay. I have something for this later. And a video might be coming out on Vosh's mistakes, okay? Because... Jesus fucking Christ, these people. Oh my god.
Now maybe you're thinking, destroyed? What do you mean destroyed? James is a 20-year-old millionaire on his way to owning his own makeup empire. And you are completely correct. If you're James Charles, if you're a superstar, then being cancelled most likely does not destroy you. The cancelers blend into the general backdrop of haters, and they can set you back a few million subscribers and a lot of emotional turmoil, but in the long run, they can't really touch your success. But here's the thing. What if you're not James Charles? What if you're a small creator? What if you can't afford public relations help? What if you belong to a marginalized community and you rely...
I'm sorry, is that KEFFALS claiming that Italians are a marginalized community?
Wait, really?
Yeah, she's like, what if you belong to a marginalized community? And KEFFALS brings up a wiggler in a fucking, like, Italian flag. Are you fucking kidding me? Listen, Rome had thousands of years being dominant. This is just payback time, boys and girls. This is just fucking payback time. That's all this is. It's just... These fucking people. Listen, I'm European. It's my right to shit on the Italians, okay?
Hey, yo, Mod, you hear I'm marginalized?
rely on that community for support. Well, in that case...
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should
destroy
yourself now and give somebody else a piece of that oxygen and ozone layer that's covered up so that we can breathe inside this blue trapped bubble.
I feel like throughout this entire fiasco, the things I have actually been upset about were simply ignored, and I want to lay out my arguments, as well as address some of the accusations made against me, both by Ethan Klein and ContraPoints. What I'm upset about in this situation more than anything is Ethan presenting his audience clips from Vosh's streams that deliberately cut out very important...
I actually am losing my fucking mind. I think we're going to jump ahead to the point where Chris comes in, because this is just her rambling, and I can't take the music. I can't.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is the Chris bit? Okay. Because we've seen this all before. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize this. Okay, this is interesting.
Okay.
And rightfully so. For the most evil people are the producers and the distributors, as they grease the wheels of an industry that at its core is built on the untold suffering of children all across the world. With all this said, I believe Vosh when he said that all of this was a mistake. If you believe that this is a situation where no one could possibly make that mistake, you should also show that outrage to Ethan, but it's a cartoon Klein.
I just want to say I thought she's hot. That's it. You didn't? She was like a lady. She's not a little girl. She's like a full-blown 17. Fuck. But it's a cartoon.
Isn't it interesting that that clip appears? Where else does that clip appear, Matt?
I don't know.
It's very curious that that clip appears in Keffal's video. I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware. Interesting.
Cartoon. It's a
On the topic of Ethan,
Okay, let's get ahead to Chris bit.
I want to address one of the criticisms he made, which is that I
of all. Whoa. Shit. Serious.
has made me quite sensitive on this.
Well, Keem, I guess.
For those tweeted,
Okay, whatever. We're talking the Keemstar Vortex.
Yeah.
Chris Tyson for the Mr. Beast crew was a
Okay, so this is Keffal's getting to the Chris Tyson bit.
Yes.
This is relevant.
longtime fan of Shadman, an infamous lolicon artist who made NSFW art of real underage girls, including Keemstar's daughter. Shadman is an evil person, first and foremost, for making me feel bad for Keemstar possibly for the first time in my life. Chris had not only purchased custom-drawn lolly art from Shadman, but proudly displayed it in her living room. An internet archive link still shows when in 2016, Chris tweeted, "Nothing gets my knob cranking like some lolly." But I guess Ethan approves of cranking your knob to lolly, since he dismissed all of this and began praising Chris.
I like Chris. She's a great person. I've spoken with her and I really like her. I've met her.
Hey, Keffals, why are you pedo-jacketing a trans person? What the fuck are you doing? Now look, I don't...
It's Uno reverse.
It's Uno reverse cut.
Yeah.
Keffals is not the pedophile you're looking for. Holy shit. Yeah. I don't know enough about the Chris stuff. I'm going to be straight up with you. I don't follow any of the Mr. Beast stuff. I don't care. But this is an interesting little distraction.
Yeah.
And I think this is... Oh, God. Okay, we'll get to the stuff in a bit. But, yeah, Keffals is apparently going to do a whataboutism for some fucking reason.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting given what will happen on the next thing we watch.
Oh yeah, because somebody close to Keffals, I think, was a great defender of Chris.
Yeah, somebody jumped the gun.
Oh, Tipster, she's fucking you, buddy.
So I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I haven't looked into it.
But that's the problem, isn't it? It's beneficial for Ethan to attack Vosh. Vosh has a smaller platform, and so do Tipster and I. We can't fight back. But if he were to have similar energy for Chris, whom Mr. Beast defends vehemently, it would have consequences for him. The Mr. Beast channel is, after all, the second largest channel on the entire platform. By Ethan's logic, anyone who enjoys lolicon wants to have sex with children.
Next question. Simulated child porn lolly stuff?
I think it's pretty sussy.
Good.
What is that?
I think that if you have an interest in that sort of stuff, you should definitely be checking yourself as to why. You know, like, the thing that really bothers me about this shit, apart from the fact that anytime you want to look at, like, hentai on a hentai site, you have to, like, negate the tag lolly and thus 50% of the site's content. The thing that bothers me is people who pretend there's no relationship whatsoever between, like, drawn lolly shit and actual attraction to children. Because of course there's a relationship between those things. It's ridiculous to pretend otherwise.
Okay. Take it from me.
Okay.
That's the end.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean,
He's right.
That's right.
He just did like a transitive property. Therefore, I want to fuck kids. Like it's like a clean equation.
Yep.
How does this help Vosh? How does this help Vosh? Like I don't get Keffel's motivation in this. If she just shut the fuck up, none of this would have happened.
Why does Keffels feel the need to have to defend Vosh? Like, how are they close at all?
Well, I don't think so. They're friendly, but
yeah.
Okay, so I've got a conspiracy theory, and by it's not mine. And if the person whose it is wants to say in chat, that's fine. But I was presented with something, and it might be to do with another connected group that Keffels is part of. Because Keffels is networked in with other creators who use a particular person's site and kind of infrastructure. And it's quite interesting that might, have something to do with it, because they're quite core. White Forest, yeah. Now, I haven't heard anything else from any other White Forest members, so I don't know. But, if you're looking for a motivation, that's a potential one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. I watch Lolly, and people who watch Lolly want to fuck kids.
Chris enjoys LollyCon. She's arguably one of the largest trans public figures in the
Yes, bestie, I did steal it from you. Just wanted to make sure you were happy with me saying that.
World. Host to a channel that is beloved by millions of children. Where is this energy for protecting kids, Ethan? Or do you not care about children, and only care about attacking low-hanging fruit that can't fight back? I find this selective moral outrage to be rather telling. It either points to the fact that you don't care about child abuse, or that you only care about it when you can use it to feather and tar people you don't like. When you can easily point to someone you don't like as a pedophile, you take the first opportunity. But when you see it around you, and it feels too complicated to call out because there might be ramifications for you, you're silent. For Ethan...
Holy shit, the projection. Holy fucking shit, the projection. Oh, this is the easiest thing you can do. It's so easy, guys. That's why he's doing it. At the same time, when it's too complicated, when it's too difficult for you, you don't want to do it. This is just what Keffels does.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
By the way, I just want to say, you taking Xylee's talking point, that's perfectly fine, because Xylee takes mine all the time, so it cancels out. Xylee will, I'll be in a VC just spitting, and she'll just fucking swipe that shit and be on stream saying it. So, you're good. You're good.
No, it's all good. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Queeman Raid. Good evening, guys. How you doing? Hope you're having a fun night.
Dude, Queeman's a huge fan of our recording, and I appreciate all the good things he said about us.
I heard that. I heard last night he was enjoying our recording content.
Yeah, he loves it. No, he loves it when we riff on our podcast. In fact, he loves podcasts, is what I've understand. He loves podcasts. He loves when we riff. He loves our bits. He's just a great fan. I appreciate him.
Well, fuck. This is going to be hard to navigate. Well, you're well timed, guys, because we're just reaching the end of this fucking terrible video. And you ready to move on to Tipster? Should we see some Tipster from last night?
Because sure, let's do it.
Let's see what Tipster's. Fortunately, he's good enough to move just to. He spent hours playing Donkey Kong with his chat, by the way. Just hours. And then at 3 hours, decided, guys, we've had some fun. We've had some fun with the Donkey Kongs. Now it is time for the serious fucking conversation. And if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Ironically enough, when he started doing this, you know when exactly he kind of started getting serious about this?
No.
Right when Nicholas Diorio ended his stream.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because he didn't want to get into it while Nick was streaming about him.
Because Nick would have fucking...
Would have stream sniped him, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you little fucking coward. I say little, but...
Little as in Little John, yeah. Yeah, fucking Little John and Robin Hood. Keffals is Robin Hood.
Oh, that's a horrifying image. Don't tell the BBC, though.
Stealing HRT and giving it to the trans.
The sheriff won't let you make it in your own bathtubs. We'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Game. Let me see here. Let me see. All right. I do have one more thing I want to talk about with you guys today before I wrap up today's stream. And then we're going to call it a night. We're going to raid into somebody and we're going to call it a night. So we'll get into that in a second here. Un momento, chatters. Okay. So now we're going to talk about something that I'm sure a lot of you guys predicted I would talk about today. And oh boy, Tipster had an opinion that made people big mad on the internet, and it's been something else. So why don't we go ahead and why don't we talk about it? Okay, chat. So as you guys know, there's been a bit of controversy with a content creator known as Vosh as of late. And, there's been a lot of people coming for Vosh, H3H3, several people in the commentary community, etc., over the whole incident with the, the leaking of the folder and going back and looking at some of his old takes on, various different topics and debates and stuff. And, a lot of people took serious issue.
I can't believe he fucking did this after the last stream where he tried to go into it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. I think KEFFALS forced him. There's no way he made the choice to do this. She is like violently DMing him. You will fucking talk about this, Tipster. You will talk about this, or I won't send you any more pictures.
You put me in this position, and now you're going to get me out of it, all right?
He's going under the bus. The bus may break, but he's going under the bus.
Yeah, no, he's going off the bridge.
With my position on some of these topics. And so there's been a lot of pushback, a lot of people big mad at me. And I decided to talk about this mainly because I wanted to clarify some positions, but also people have used this as kind of an opportunity to kind of spread misinformation about me that I wanted to take a moment to try and clarify. So, we're going to do that today. Another person who's responded to this is KEFFALS. KEFFALS did a video earlier today called Vosh and the Hypocrisy of Ethan Klein.
I can't wait for him to go through it. I think that's a really important part. This is his friend. She's put out a video. I can't wait for him to fucking watch it. He's linking it to the chat. He's clearly excited for this video, right? I can't wait to see what he has to say.
Yeah, you can hear it in his voice. You can hear the trembling of excitement in his voice.
Do you think he watched this, got to this a particular section, and then freaked the fuck out?
Yeah.
Just like fucking full on meat sweats.
Originally, I had planned on reacting to this video, and I decided, you know what? I'm not going to do that. But if you guys want to check it out, I'll post a link.
I'm not going to react to this. No, we're good, guys. We're just going to move on real quick. Yeah. Go watch it, though. Great video. It's fucking big.
It's incredible. It's such a good video, guys.
Cheers, my trans.
No homos.
It's the HRT bathwater in the bottle. Cheers, my trans.
Do you think like he drinks Coke through this? Do you think KEFFALS is stopping him drinking as well? You could let's get drunk. You'll say something fucking stupid.
Yeah, no. He's like, today's gonna be a sober day. I gotta be very on my game on this one. Can't be putting down any more Bud Lights,
No, it has to be.
Chat, and if you're watching this,
no more cervezas for this hombre.
I will share the link in the chat for that as well. But I kind of wanted to make my positions crystal fucking clear on this, because if you look at a lot of the coverage of this situation from H3H3 or people in the commentary community or other people who have talked about this, you would basically get some crazy opinions that like Tipster's got some crazy take here, and the take that they are showing is not reflective of what I actually think at all. They would tell you things like, Tipster's defending the existence of Lolly. They would tell you things like Tipster is defending Vosh's position that, CP is okay, and just like a bunch of crazy shit that's...
Can we just run through some tip history? Tip history?
Sure.
That's terrible.
Sure.
So...
Tipstery.
Because this Tipster has form, right? Like he has defended his fair amount of lolicon in the past. As far as I can tell, 3 times now. This is the 4th.
I think you're right. Holy shit. Yeah. This is the
4th. I'm spotting a pattern.
I just fucking realized he's done it 4 times now. Holy shit.
So for those who aren't aware, this started with what was her name? Rum,
yeah. She was a a Twitter artist. She did a few thumbnails for Now Recording and other content creators. She was big in Tipster's community.
Yeah, like she accidentally, this is the narrative, she accidentally liked some lolicon on Twitter.
Yeah.
This then gets picked up and explodes. And
now I can add a little bit of background behind the scenes going. When that happened, Rum had in her bio HR department of Now Recording. So when she liked that picture, Bo Blacks DM'd me. He's like, "Yo, man, this girl just liked some lolly, and she's got your fucking podcast in your bio. I don't know what you want to do about this, but I just wanted to give you the heads up." So me and Beavers get Rum in a call, and we're like, "What happened?" What? At first, she denies even doing it. She's like, "I don't even remember doing that. I don't think I did that." And I'm like, "The like is right there. There's a screenshot right there." She's like, and I'm like, "Rum, do you remember doing this?" And she's like, "No, I must have done it on accident." And I was like, "All right, bet. So that's the story. Cool. All right, just say you did it on accident. No big deal." They leave that call with us. She leaves that call with us, and then next thing you know, Tipster's like defending her adamantly. But the way he's defending her, it's not that she accidentally liked lolly. It's that this isn't lolly at all. And I'm going to tell you why. And not only that, all you fucking douchebags in the community don't know anything about anime. So that was basically Tipster's take, and that's what dragged this out into a very brutal end where Tipster would leave the commentary community.
Oh fuck! This might be at the end, a little bit at the end point. I saw someone post that like the Cub Fur stuff came first. Like, so firstly, when he was defending Rum, Tipster decided, very sensible man here, to like every single picture of lolicon he could find.
Yeah,
for some fucking reason, as if that was a sick own. But he's also defended cub porn, which is like the furry version of lolicon, is the easiest way to put it, until he found out it was traced over an actual toddler and had to back the fuck down.
Yeah.
Retard. Did he defend lyrics?
Yeah, he defended lyrics.
Oh, so it's 5 times. This would be the 5th, actually. Because the other time would be Chris.
Right.
I said this to Zali. At what point does this become suspect? I'm sorry. Like, if you're accidentally defending a friend and you're trying your best, but this is 5 times that controversies around lolicon come up, and he's decided to throw himself on the grenade of lolicon. I don't want to make accusations here. I'm not trying to pedo jacket anybody, but this is fucking sus. It's just.
So there's 2 things, right? There's 2 things that could be going on here with Tipster. Either A, he's really sus and he's got some weird subconscious things going on where he's like, "Oh, if I can win this, then I can totally vindicate myself when it happens to me." Or he's just flat out stupid and he feels like he could win this argument and he just keeps going and going and going, and it always ends up destroying him. So I kind of go with the later, that he's just too stupid for his own good. But I mean, there is some arguments on the first one as well.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm a big believer that people tell you who they are. And this fucking speaks to something. Okay.
Just not fucking true. Okay. So before we get into this at all, I just want to make my positions here very fucking clear. Okay. I'm not okay with lolly. I think that shit is insanely degenerate and fucked up, and just I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with CP, okay? Nor am I okay with justifying the existence of CP, and I'm certainly not okay with children having sex with adults, okay? These are things that I am not okay with. And so if you came away from other people's coverage thinking
bold takes from
Tipster, like, why is he okay with the shit? I'm absolutely not. If you want my honest opinion about what happened with Vosh and the stuff that was on his computer, I think that he was insanely careless, and I don't think that shit should have been on his computer. I think it's a real problem that he had that shit on his computer, and I think he should be more careful in the future. Now, I know a lot of people are like instantly condemning him because, like, oh, he had, supposedly lolly on his computer, and therefore, like, he needs to be like.
Supposedly, he had lolly on his computer. He has you've seen the video of him admitting that he had lolly on his computer, you fat freak.
Yeah.
Good evening, Queeman. Thank you, buddy.
I like my favorite Vosh defense is just whoops. Whoops. Whoopsie.
Whoops. Oopsie-daisy.
Canceled and like, you know, he's a pedophile now or whatever. And I tend to be a little bit more charitable in the sense that I feel like a lot of people on the internet instantly want to assume malice where ignorance could be a simple answer. The issue here is that like when you're talking about like hentai and anime and stuff like that, the art style is so ambiguous that sometimes you could be looking at a character that looks like an adult character and then you later find out it's not an adult character. So it's not always like easy to tell. If I could give you guys honest advice when it comes to this kind of shit, if you're into adult content, stay the fuck away from hentai, okay? Because you might see something that looks perfectly fine in hentai and then find out.
I'm sorry, is this Vosh's you accidentally find yourself jerking off to lolly argument?
Yeah. You accidentally do that, and then you put the gun in the mouth, you know.
What, like, what have I done? Yeah, what's the fucking film? It's like, it begins with a B. It's like a fucking art house film. But like at the end, the like villain kind of shoots a kid, and then he's like, "Oh well, gotta stand by your principles," and kills himself. I'm sorry. Tipster says that he watches anime a lot. He's talking about hentai like he knows. I'm just saying this is suspect. I'm just saying that maybe this has happened to him. Maybe he's feeling a bit comfortable right now.
Oh, that's like a 16-year-old girl. Well, fuck that shit. Like, just stay away from hentai. If I can give you guys honest to God advice, stay away from that shit, okay? Because you're asking for fucking trouble at that point.
You're asking. Fucking Kuman over here, bro. You're asking.
Oh my god. Fuck, you're gonna get me killed. No, like, oh, holy shit. The fact that he is in Bruce, yeah, there we go. The fact that he's making these arguments, yeah. If you have to take advice from Tipster, it is already too late for you, okay? Don't take advice from Tipster. Look at Tipster and do the opposite, okay?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, when it comes to like the stuff that was on Vosh's computer, that's not okay. I'm not okay with that. I'm willing to give him the charitability of hearing him out and saying, hey, according to him, I didn't realize what it was, but apparently it is lolly, and that's not okay. I'm willing to give him the charitability of assuming that maybe this was an accident, and I don't want to jump to the conclusion that he's a pedophile over that shit. That's essentially my position when it comes to the stuff on his computer. Now, when it comes to the arguments he made in previous debates, I feel like what's happening here is we have a lot of normies who aren't familiar with the debate space, and they're getting their first glimpse.
Oh, he's talking about you, Matt. You're a normie unfamiliar with the debate space. Oh, buddy. They just don't understand that in the debate space, everyone debates pedophilia all the time. It's a daily topic.
Tipster doesn't. That's the thing. Tipster doesn't even understand the debate space, and he's been in that community for a year now. He's just a fucking like, he's a really big fucking like asteroid that just keeps orbiting stuff. But he doesn't really fucking understand what everyone's talking about. He just pretends to it, and he just reacts and just like, yeah, chat, that's crazy, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna eat some more menudo. You know, like that's Tipster.
Yeah, there's absolutely no. Has Tipster even ever been in a debate? Fuck, if there's footage of Tipster in a debate,
not a real. I don't. Some autistic Spurg debates. Yes. Like commentary debates, like just retard versus retard. He's done stuff like that. But if you mean like an actual political debate, like on Twitch poll or some shit like that, no, I don't think so.
I mean, he debated Michael Alberto.
Oh yeah, totally. I loved his stance with Michael Alberto. Hey buddy, how's it going? How you doing? It's great.
Yeah,
man, it's been great. His debate with Michael Alberto was just basically small talk. Like, yeah, it's really crazy shit we're going, huh? How's the weather? You know?
His only debate topic with Michael Alberto was, hey, you hate Diorio too, right?
Of some of the crazy shit that happens in the debate space, especially in the early days of this space, they're starting to see this shit and they're like, holy fuck, what the fuck is going on? But like, if you've ever spent any time in this space, any significant amount of time, some of the shit, and I referenced this in my last stream, some of the shit that people debate or some of the arguments that people will use in a debate to back up their positions are like really fucking insane. Okay, I talked about the fact that in the past, Destiny has done debates about incest, and Destiny has done debates about using pragmatic CP to treat pedophiles through exposure therapy. There was the infamous dogfucker debate. Like, some of the shit that people debate about is so bizarre. I even heard a debate one time, and I know some people in chat.
Just so we're clear about things like the dogfucker debate, for example, those are memes. They're meme debates. They're not serious, hey, we need to get to the bottom of this, maybe dog fucking's okay. It's, this will be funny to debate. It'll be entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's entertaining until you actually get someone who wants to fuck a dog on the debate panel,
Which they did.
Yeah, that's fucking great. Yeah, that's entertaining.
Sup, cool, how you doing?
There was a debate.
Now recording is always recording, true.
Someone tried to argue that another person is a pedophile because they think that if your partner has a foot fetish and you go out in public barefooted, where children may be present, with your partner that has a foot fetish, then you're engaging in an act of pedophilia. Like, it's so fucking weird, right? So essentially, like, my take on Vosh's previous takes is this, okay? I think that they were misrepresented in a way to make it seem like Vosh was being pro-child.
Was it a meme when Destiny said the 15-year-old sent me bikini photos and it was hard to say no? Did he actually fucking... The whole of Twitch pod's gonna get fucking cancelled by the end of the year. I swear to fucking God. And just for the record... Yeah, good. Godspeed.
Pornography or in favor of children having sex with adults, and it's just not true. Like, if you actually listen to the subject matter that's being discussed, did he use a horrible fucking analogy to make his point? Yes, he absolutely did. This is something that Vosh himself would admit that, yes, he used a horrible fucking analogy to make his points. But anybody who comes away from that and says this guy's in favor of child pornography and this guy is in favor of, adults having sex with kids, that's just not the case. As a matter of fact, I want to show you guys this compilation of clips of Vosh literally arguing the opposite position of that. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at it.
The vegan games debate, that's a solid F. Not only did I not make my arguments well, at one point I made my anti-child pornography argument so poorly that it got clipped out of context and people are using it as an argument that I support child pornography.
My basic argument is that, like,
why is child pornography bad? Because to produce it, you have to hurt children.
Because it hurts people to produce it, yeah?
Producing child porn requires harming a child. The argument I'm making is that it frustrates me that liberals recognize child pornography as bad. Great, nice, well done. But then they're really, really defensive of, like, global commodity production chains that involve...
I can't believe this is the fucking argument. Is there anything other than, like, child porn that you can think of that might be better than this, Vosh? Matt, how's your stock and cobalt doing?
I don't know what that is. People keep talking about this cobalt thing. I don't know what that is, Beckett. I've been pretending I'm knowing what I talk about, but I don't know what the fuck that is, dude. Is that like a child? Is that like a kind of kid? Like, what's going on? Is that chocolate? Is that what the chocolate is? Is that like a diamond? Is that a blood diamond?
It can be a...
It sounds like a fucking Dungeons and Dragons monster. The kobolds. Like, I don't know what it is.
Listen, do you know what? Even knowing what it is, it's a rare mineral. But even knowing what it is, it doesn't help.
It's a rock? How old is the rock? Did anyone ask the age of the rock? Is it like 4 years old? What?
It's Vosh would say it's millions of years old, but it looks younger.
Why is Vosh debating about rocks when he's talking about child porn? What the fuck is going on? You people are weird, bro. You fucking debate bros are so fucking weird, man.
I would never make an argument this dumb. I'm sorry. They're just fucking retarded. Okay, there are one of two answers to this. Either Vosh is into lolicon and into drawn CP, or Vosh is a fucking retard. Okay, it's one or the other. And for somebody who's like meant to be a debate bro, one of the internet's great thinkers, I don't know which is worse. Like, actually, no, I do. It's being into the lolicon. But at the same time, like, at the very least, coming away from this, you have to look at Vosh's arguments and be like, well, you're just fucking stupid, aren't you?
Yeah.
This was the best you could come up with.
I'll stick with commentary and my low intelligence. You guys like fucking like, hey, yeah, I want to defend I want to defend child porn because of the rocks that the kids or the people are taking the rocks away because they're slaves. Like I don't like none of this makes sense to me. So I'm just gonna stay on my island and watch you guys like do whatever the fuck you do. Go debate about fucking dogs or something. I don't know.
I mean, my stance has always been debates on things like bestiality or pedophilia are just not worth having. Like, there's no win conditions for those debates. You just end up.
You want to know my stance? It's bad. Can we move on? Like,
yes, but why is it bad? Under what moral system? Shut up! Shut up! Stop it! You fucking freaks! Okay. My undergrad degree includes ethics, and I think you're a fucking freak for debating this. Okay. Idiots.
Child slave labor. Like, they'll talk that off. Like, really.
Forget incest. Thank you, Echo. That's very on brand.
Well, we don't have to care about that. Oh, yeah, dude. Like, cobalt that's mined up.
Oh, well, incest is morally right.
But, like, whatever. That's just how they're
You're only saying that because of Lav.
Right. Whatever. Bro. Like, don't think about it.
So that was the argument that I was making originally.
I don't know. Me personally, I would have tried to find another example.
Me too. Me too, buddy.
Holy shit.
Jesus. So, yeah, essentially, he was making an argument against child slave labor, and he just used a really shit analogy to make his point, right? Like, there are plenty of other ways that you could discuss this shit. And yeah, using a child pornography argument and, that shit, probably not the best argument to use. There are definitely better ways that you can make that point. In any case, I just think it comes down to, yeah, it was not a great argument to present his point. There were better ways to do it, but I don't think he's in favor of child pornography. And when it comes to the lolly shit that was on his folder, that shit should not have been there. And if I'm being completely honest, he's fucking retarded for having that shit on his computer. There's so many people who are making the argument that...
Oh, he's admitted it. He's admitted it. Suspected to admitted. He's an idiot for having it there. We're making progress. Yeah. Tipster's feathering the nest of him, like, trying to bolt away from this.
Hey, slow and steady wins the race, so.
Well, I don't know whether Tipster's steady. Okay. Yeah. He's certainly fucking slow.
Yeah.
I am defending Vosh having lolly on his computer, and that's not the case. What I'm saying is that I don't want to attribute what happened in that situation instantly to malice. I want to give him a little bit of charitability and assume that, okay, he's saying that it was an accident. He didn't realize it was lolly, and that's why it was on his computer, but he got rid of it as soon as he found out. I'm willing to be charitable, give him some charitability, and assume that, okay, maybe he's telling the truth here. Is it possible I'm wrong? Sure. And if more...
He got rid of it as soon as he found out. Matt, just remind me, how did he find out that he had lolicon on his computer?
Well, if you take Vosh's perspective, he showed it on stream.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then that was analyzed, and that was determined to be lolly, and then he went live and admitted to it.
Yeah, it sounds like he he didn't really take appropriate steps. He was like, I didn't really check the artist to begin with. I just sort of had it there. And
my question is, did Vosh do his taxes? I think that's my question. Was Vosh looking at this while doing taxes? Why couldn't he just be sexually attracted to accountants, bro? He'd be way better. Like, this would be a way better situation if he just had a fetish for accountants.
I mean, he must have so much money. I don't understand how he doesn't just have an accountant. I don't get it. He must have an accountant, surely.
Well, his accountant is a horse. I don't know if you know this.
It's so absurd, and I can see it in my head, and now I hate it. Right, okay.
Stuff comes out at that point, then hey, that's something that Vosh has to deal with on his fucking own. Like, I ain't saving your ass if more shit like that comes out. Okay, Vosh, you're on your own at that point. But like,
yeah, Vosh, Tipster's not going to come and save you if this happens again. You're going to be Tipsterless. Vosh is fucked. Do you think Tipster's helped or hindered him?
Who, Vosh?
Yeah. I mean, do you think Vosh is sat there going, "Thank God I've got Tipster. I'd be fucked if it wasn't for it."
It's gotten to the point where Vosh is going to have to make an in-depth video to defend himself because of what Tipster and KEFFALS are doing.
Yeah, I think, ironically, the more I look at it, the more I think Vosh could have moved on and never talked about it again, and people wouldn't have forgotten. But
yeah, he got shat on Ethan Klein's stream, and then it would just kind of like moved on, and everyone would kind of like slightly forgot it, and then when Vosh got in trouble again, it would come back up again. But he would have had a good probably year or so without it getting brought up again. But now, KEFFALS and Tipster have just kind of dragged it on even further. So if I was Vosh, I'd be insanely frustrated with those two, because they're defending him for clout. They're defending him because if he comes out in the right, then they got like spots next to him now, because they would be in his circle. I guess that's how they're seeing it, right?
Yeah, this is, well, you know, KEFFALS herself keeps talking about how bigger channels are helpful, and she's just really little. I mean, this is why she hangs out with Tipster, right? Tipster's like a much bigger channel than her, with like 100,000 subscribers. He's huge. He's huge. Really?
Very, very, very big. Fucking huge, bro.
Really?
By the way, Yuki in the chat, they said fucking like Bosch is probably like, who's Tipster? Like, who the fuck is Tipster? Why is this fat man defending me? I don't know who this guy is. Is that Nicholas DiOrio? Like, what's going on? I don't.
I swear to God, if Tipster got the chance, he would wear Nick's skin. There's absolutely no fucking way this motherfucker would.
Man, did you see that? Bro, all right, I got something I can... fuck, can I find it real quick? Do you have the picture of Tipster with the Mafia? And the drawing?
Oh, no, I don't. I can probably find it quite quickly, though. Give me a second.
Yeah. Bro, take that art and put it next to Nicholas DiOrio's Mafia art. It's insane.
Give me one sec. Let me just bring that up. Because you are right. It is... He really does want to wear his skin.
Yeah. I think I can probably get it sent to me real quick.
Oh, actually, I've got it at the beginning. I've got it at the beginning of this video. What time are we at? 3:10. Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna send you the Nicholas Stewart.
It's this.
So you got that. He's sitting in his chair like Scarface, and then I'm gonna take a second, but I'm sending you the Nicholas DiOrio one.
Yeah, it is
coming.
It's deeply disturbing.
There you go. Yeah, so there you go. I sent you the Nick one.
Okay, give me a second. Link. There we go. And I need something to fucking play this through. We'll use you. Let me. As you. Yeah, he is just fully wearing Nick's skin. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I know exactly what Tipster's defense is going to be in this situation. He's like, "No, homie, I'm Scarface. Nick is like Italian mob boss. This is totally different, homie. No." But it's like the same fucking. It's like the same tone is what I'm.
Oh
saying.
Yeah.
And it's just like he wants to be like Tipster wants to be Nick so fucking bad. He used to suck Nicholas DiOrio's dick, like all the fucking time. He would cop. See, this is what Tipster was, right? Nick and Augie and Bo Blacks, they would all have their take, right? Tipster would be the cheerleader that would like push that take and like would basically like go into the replies of people they're fighting with and just continuously reply and reply and reply. He's the one who kind of kept going with the Suzy Lou stuff. He's the one who kind of like kept everything, like he would constantly be on the attack against all these people to defend Nick, Augie, and Bo Blacks. And then when he became the butt of the joke too many times, he couldn't take it anymore. So now he's doing the same thing for KEFFALS and Vosh by proxy. So, yeah.
It is deeply fucking pathetic. And it's interesting because Tipster seems to have almost ended up on the other side of where he was. Like, it's like, I believe he was, like, he used to hang out with, like, people like Warski and Ralph and the, like, Skeptic and Bloodsportsy people. And he's slowly shifted over till he is on exactly the opposite side of where he started. Not by choice, but because he has nowhere else to go. And of all the things that can happen to you as a person, not a creator, but as a person, and it, like, I've seen it happen to other people, that I think is probably the most pathetic. It's like you've had to give up any morals, any ethics, anything, any principles you believed in because you're lonely. You have no fucking friends. You've burnt all your bridges. Fucking crazy if somebody did that.
Yeah. Someone in the chat said Tipster's a guard dog. He is a guard dog, but he's like the guard dog that keeps shitting on the floor and eating the shoes and not doing the job. That's what Tipster is.
KEFFALS needs to train him better. That's a problem. KEFFALS needs to train him better.
Get the fucking roll that newspaper up. You know.
Send him to Catboy Ranch for a week. He'll be fine. I did see some tweets out that like is Tipster trying to come out as part of the LGBT community now? Is that his next thing?
Yeah, I'll send that to you real quick. I sent that to somebody, so I got it somewhere. It was kind of weird. I think I saw this tweet and it was just like, interesting.
Interesting.
So yeah, White Nervosa tweeted out, I just hope everyone understands what I've been through. Imagine going nearly 30 years and then bam, you're gay. That's crazy. And then Tipster said, relatable. So and it's like Tipster's in his 30s. Is Tipster saying he's gay?
So he's going to go from goth mummies to goth boys. That's goth daddies?
No. Oh, wait. There's a name I could use, but I'm not because that's TOS. I'm going to type it to you, though.
Hold on. Let me have a look. What fucking... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, Matt. Okay, listen. I'm gonna protect you from yourself. It's Beaver's DMing you, right?
No, I sometimes I like to make some funny jokes too, you know.
Just a funny joke.
Honestly, it works, bro. It works so well I just can't say it out loud.
Yeah, no, it's listen, I both strongly disavow and agree.
Goth mommies, right? What is Tipster into nowadays? All right, and what rhymes with mommy? Like the end of it. And then that's my only clue. Okay,
that's clear. Beavers will say it on now recording next time you're live. Tune in, there's your plug.
Your ass if more shit like that comes out. Okay, Vosh, you're on your own at that point. But like, honestly, like, I really truly think the internet is so quick to attribute things to malice when more often than not, it's just ignorance or fucking stupidity. And let's be honest, if you've seen that clip, he looked really fucking stupid in that clip. All right. Now, I just wanted to make my positions on that crystal fucking clear because everybody seems to be ignoring my actual positions. No, I'm not defending Lolly. No, I don't defend the production.
It's a video from Keemstar where he defends Lolly. Holy fucking shit.
Consumption or creation or whatever distribution of CP, I'm not okay with these things, okay? Let's make it crystal fucking clear. Now, some people have used this as an opportunity to misrepresent some things that have happened with me in the past and try and not only dig up old arguments that I made and misrepresent them again, but also tell the story in ways that isn't accurate to the truth. An example that we can take a look at here is this Twitter video that Keemstar sent to AB, who is part of the H3H3, I guess you could say their production team or whatever. But let's play this video and I'll address these points word for word as we go along, at least the parts that pertain to me. So here we go.
Things you need to look for. Tipster, all right? Not the first time he's defended Lolly. Almost a...
Fifth time now. I just want that noted. Fifth fucking time.
Which, by the way, I didn't actually defend Lolly. We'll get into that in a little bit.
Ago to the day, one of his moderators posted on Twitter a picture of Lolly.
I believe Xylee said his final argument was, actually, guys, it's Shota, not Lolly. Sticked up.
Yeah. Fucking you got me, buddy.
Fucking idiot.
Now, before...
That's wrong. Leave it to the guy who runs Drama Alert to 14 seconds into a video already get it wrong. What happened was I had a friend who is an artist. She does moderate for me, but she's a friend. And she follows many different artists on Twitter. Okay, I'm going to summarize this, but if you guys want the full context, I did a video on this last year that you guys can take a look at. It's this video, my response to the drama. I'll link it in the chat, and I'll try to remember to put it in the description for the YouTube video as well, if you want the full context. But just to summarize what happened, I had a friend. She's an artist. She follows several other artists on Twitter. So art is constantly shown in her Twitter feed. Stuff gets retweeted into her Twitter feed, etc. Okay. And so while she was scrolling through her feed, according to what she says, she accidentally liked something that the community later deemed to be lolly. Okay. And so they started attacking her for this. And she came to me in a panic in a Discord call. And she's like, I don't know, like, what the fuck, like, to do. Like, I'm freaking out. And we talked for like a solid hour about this situation. And ultimately, what I decided to do was I decided to defend her because she was being called a pedophile and a lolicon. And
This is an interesting retelling. I don't remember it this way. She came in, she didn't say, oh, I accidentally liked it. It was, oh, I'm being slandered, and Tipster decided to defend her. That seems like
my question is,
change.
My question is, here's the thing. My question is, was this before or after my conversation with Rum? Because I was under the impression that Rum wasn't talking to anybody at that point and had no idea what was going on. She came into the VC with me, had no idea what was going on. That's what she told me. But it'd be interesting to see if she was talking to Tipster before that.
I know that she is not either of those fucking things. So I defended her, and I also said, I don't even know if this qualifies as lolly. Like, that was essentially all my argument was at the time. I don't think my friend is a lolicon or a pedophile, and I don't even know if this qualifies as lolly. And those questions somehow got spun into me defending lolly, which is not the fucking case.
Or that moderator could even...
And again, my friend did not...
He forgets to add that he put it in the most passive-aggressive way. Oh, all these fucking dudes out here fucking thinking they know what lolly is in anime. It's again they fuck it up again. You know, he was doing this passive aggressive thing, and he was just asking for it. He really was. He did it the worst way he possibly could in that situation. I made the comparison of that. It's like you have a way that you want to go home, right? You're driving home from work, all right, and you know a shortcut, and then so you're going to take this shortcut. It's going to get you there. But then you decide, nah, I'm going to take the interstate. And then you go on, you take the exit onto the interstate, and now you're in bumper to bumper traffic. And you should have took the fucking shortcut, and you would have got there better. His shortcut was, I don't think she purposely liked it. She said it was an accident. Let's move on. And he decided to go on the interstate and defend and be like, I don't even think this is lolly, guys. That's what happened.
I've seen the video now, like where they're having the conversation where Paige comes in, and it's, from what I can tell on the timeline, almost makes no fucking sense. You can see how pissed off Xylee gets because she's like, "Why are you even doing this?" As for I don't know her. Like, I think it is fully possible she just likes it accidentally. I've liked things accidentally. That's, you know.
Yeah, I personally, I looked through Rum's likes before. Like, there wasn't like a similar like to that or anything. But you know, I don't know for sure. Like what happened. I'd like to think that she didn't do that on purpose. So yeah, like my thing was like, I'll take your word for it. Unless like if it happens again, then it's going to be some like serious issues because it's like a pattern. But if it's like an accident, like I'll just take your word for it.
Yeah.
I don't see why Tipster couldn't have just done that.
Well, then he couldn't white knight for her and protect his, you know, and be...
Yeah.
Tipster strikes me as a man who desperately wants to be liked and be seen as, like, the defender. And, man, he just fucks things into the ground.
The picture, as Keemstar just said, my friend liked a picture on Twitter by accident. And as soon as people brought it to her attention, she unliked it.
And respond. Tipster started defending her left and right. Then...
Yeah, I did defend her because she was my friend.
The moderator realized...
That's interesting. I did defend her because she was my friend. Not because I believed I was right. Not because I saw the arguments and decided that this was the right thing to do. Tipster defended her because she was his friend. That's pretty telling, actually. It's the same thing with the Vosh. Tipster is defending Vosh because he likes Vosh. And you can't trust somebody who does this. Tipster is the sort of person who, if you came to him and said, you're my friend, I've murdered somebody, we need to hide the body, Tipster would hide the body rather than going to the police. And while lots of people will be like, based, actually, that's the wrong thing to fucking do. Go to the fucking police, you freaks.
Oh my God, I posted Lolly, I'm in the wrong, and apologized and deleted the tweet. You know what Tipster did? Double down, triple down, and still defend her. But
yeah, because they continue to attack my friend. So like I was defending my friend.
That's not it. Also, Chris from Mr. Beast.
This is the one that really ticks me off. This is the one that really ticks me off. Listen.
Keffals has told him how ticked off to be. Do you think she's DMing him right now? Make sure you're angry about it. Make sure you're angry about it, you fat fuck. We need this argument to work.
Listen to this.
But that's not it. Also, Chris from Mr. Beast, right? He got exposed for posting Lolly, right? Back in the day. The artist that made the Lolly that Chris posted from Mr. Beast is the same artist that drew my daughter in a sexual way and got canceled.
That's actually true. This artist in question that he's talking about, this artist is known as Shadman or Shadbase, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But
I want to see how closely this lines up. Can I have some Shadman lore?
Shadman was a artist in like the YouTube commentary area. He would draw thumbnails for people and stuff, but he also had this weird obsession with drawing like sexualized minors. He drew the movie Logan?
Yeah.
The X-Men. There's a young minor in that movie. He drew a sexualized version of her. He drew somewhat of a like a sexualized version of Keemstar's daughter. It's not like actually sexual, but there's like hints, like her cheeks are kind of rosy and there's like this weird look, and then Keemstar's got her in his arms, and then he did Lieutenant Corbus as well, and the Lieutenant Corbus one was also very, very weird, and he's done others like that. And Chris Tyson bought a picture from Shadman, and during that point, I think Shadman's website was about to get taken down, and there was some commentary creators like Elvis the Alien who were kind of defending Shadman on like a free speech, from a free speech perspective. Like he shouldn't have his website taken down because this is all free speech and this is, freedom of being an artist or whatever. In fact, I think I have the Elvis the Alien tweet somewhere. I just gotta look for it. I think Core showed it to me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Here, I can send it to you.
Yeah, sure. Let's have a look. Bring that up. Thank you.
Also, at one point, Shadman got arrested for something a few years back. I don't remember the exact context, but I don't think it was like for stealing or something.
Oh, okay. Elvis the Alien. Weird art, very weird, but I'm in full support of your website staying up. It's the people that demand this art that I'm personally critical of.
Yeah.
You don't... Well, Tipster wouldn't like that argument. That's a capitalist argument. Like, you can't be... Oh, it's not that you use child labor, it's the people who are profiting from the child labor that you're using. Fucking what? Oh, these fucking people, man. Okay. What happened to Elvis the Alien?
Elvis the Alien, he tried to cancel one of his podcast co-hosts, and then he basically just made movie reviews for the rest of his career. And recently, he got caught up in a little... He self-reported on himself because after the... what's the guy? The bomber... Is it Bomber Guy? Bomberman?
H-Bomber Guy?
H-Bomber Guy, yeah. After he did the video on... after he did his video on like the copyright, not copyright, but stealing writing, stuff like that. Elvis the Alien self-reported and was like, yeah, one time recently I did a video on this movie review or this movie, and I took a whole review and I basically plagiarized the whole thing. So that was like the last thing I saw of Elvis the Alien.
Christ. Good evening, Hayes. Okay.
Oh, also he tried to kill a man with a machete.
Wait, why didn't you lead with that? What the fuck?
I don't know. I think Yuki just making that up.
Okay. Spreading misinformation is based.
This is true. This artist did draw Keemstar's daughter, who was, I think, like 6 or 8 years old at the time, in a sexual way. And I think that's fucking disgusting. We'll get into Shadman in a little bit.
Canceled. Shaman or whatever the fuck his name is. All right. So it's personal. This is personal. I hate this shit. It's fucking disgusting. All right. Guess what Tipster did? Tipster defended Chris from Mr. Beast and that post and that fucking post.
It's not exactly what happened. And we'll get into that in a bit.
So he has a long history of doing this. Here's the best part. Flamenco is a content creator who got exposed for having lolly or posting lolly or something like that, right? And last night on Tipster's stream, somebody donated to Tipster saying, you and Flamenco should go bowling together. Tipster said last night on stream, no, Flamenco is a pedo. Flamenco's a pedo,
I mean, Flamenco probably is a pedo.
What is his fucking evidence for this? Did this man...
It's just the fact that they're literally, that's like, if you're going to call Flamenco a pedo, you got to call Vosh a pedo.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's it. Like, he can't fucking twist his words on this. Like, they did the same thing almost. One had a fucking, Flamenco had a lolly, like a, what are they called? A hentai, what are the books called? The mangas? Manga.
Manga.
He had a hentai or a lolly manga that he had downloaded like when he was in his early 20s that was found on his through his email, and he got exposed for that. Fucking Tipster or Vosh got caught with lolly on his computer. Like, it's like, if you're gonna call Flamenco a pedophile like Vosh, I mean, you gotta, like, there's no way around it, I don't think.
Yeah, this is the problem with the disconnect. Tipster and KEFFALS call everyone fucking pedophiles with way less fucking evidence to, like, fucking Vosh. And you can be critical of Flam. I think that's fair enough. Like, he's an idiot if nothing fucking else. And he keeps going online and defending, like, well, actually, they're 16. You like Shoda. You like Lolly. Stop it. You're a fucking idiot. But, like, Tipster's standards for this are so wildly all over the place that even the defense doesn't make sense. This is him meant to be saying, I'm consistent, while being inconsistent. I don't understand it. This guy's a fucking idiot.
And he's definitely a stalker and a Kiwi farmer and a real fucking weirdo. I don't regret what I said about him.
Tipster? But what about Vosh?
Nor do I take it back.
But what about fucking Vosh? So I want these hypocritical fucking scumbags fucking deleted. I want them deleted. I want them fucking deleted.
Remember, Mr. Anti-Deplatform Keemstar advocating for people being deplatformed over follow.
I did see a tweet following up this stream where Keemstar was like, I'm pro deplatforming these people. He's hit the moment. He's just like, yeah, fuck these people.
Pedo and lolicon allegations. Okay, nice. Anyway, the rest of it's just about Vosh. I just kind of wanted to address that point. Now, he mentioned someone known as Shadman, aka Shadbase. I'm going to fill you guys in on who this legitimately disgusting person is, in case you don't already know. We're going to start on their Wikitubia. We're going to cover basically the description.
All right, Yuki says in chat, Matt, I am right about Shadman trying to kill a man with a machete. Yeah, sorry, I thought you were talking about Elvis the Alien for some reason. Yeah, I think Shadman actually did try to do something like that. I remember something similar to that.
What the fuck? Okay. Listen, okay, Twitch polls debating people on things like dog fucking. I agree with you, that's weird. Why are your creators trying to murder each other?
Shadman's not one of our creators. Shadman's a fucking psycho.
I look, I'm not disagreeing. He was one of the thumbnail artists, though. Fuck, is it just your thumbnail artist? Because Craig Beckett was a thumbnail artist.
Okay, all right. Listen here, man. All right, you stop. You want to stop being called Craig Beckett, yet you want to bring him up, okay?
Listen, I'm just embracing the meme. It's fine.
Of who they are. We're also
it's not my fault if my fucking thumbnail artist was sexting a 16-year-old while he was making my thumbnails. What the fuck? I didn't know that.
I believe you. I mean, I genuinely do. Like, oh, fucking hell.
Couple of their controversies, so you can kind of get an idea of who we're dealing with here. Shadman, I don't know how to pronounce their real name, so I'm just going to call him Shadman. Better known as Shadman, is a Swiss former YouTuber and artist, also known for Rule 34 and pornographic art and webcomics. He's known for making art of lollies and other characters such as Elastigirl. He created his website, The Shadbase, and Newgrounds account in 2009 and YouTube account in 2010. Ever since launching his online career, he would gain a cult following and would meet online friends. He has also become a controversial figure on the internet due to his art, but has still remained relevant in internet culture. And like the crazy thing about this guy is like some of the shit that happened in the past with this guy. Like this guy got exposed as like drawing lolly art, but so many people were like fans of his work back in the day. Even though he did this disgusting fucking artwork, so many people were fans of his artwork. You would have YouTubers who would commission this guy to do thumbnails for them or do art.
I can understand why Tipster was so excited to see his artwork in Chris's living room and so defensive of it. Tipster was just a fan. Oh, fucking hell. 5 times that Tipster has defended Lolly. I want to fucking counter.
For their videos and shit like that. Like, people loved this guy. They didn't love the lolly art he did, but they loved his, like, non-lolly art. And it's just, like, it's crazy to me looking back at that shit. Because, like, anyone now would say, it doesn't matter if some of the art this guy does isn't lolly. If he's drawing lolly, like, do not support that fucking guy. But for some reason back then, everybody just kind of turned a blind eye to it. There was actually a situation where some people were trying to petition to get his website shut down. And there were people in the YouTube commentary and skeptic crowd who were like, well, yeah, his art's controversial and it's kind of gross or whatever, but my free speech. I'm not even joking. I'm not even fucking joking. People were literally speaking out against this guy having his website shut down because my free speech. It's insane. Now let's look at some of his controversies. We'll go into lolly drawings.
I don't know how he's doing this. How can you be like, Keemstar is pro-deplatforming, while also making arguments that are pro-deplatforming? This man is a fucking idiot. How did you guys tolerate this for so long?
We just kind of like, he just became like we got used to him. I think
like Stockholm syndrome. Or cancer.
He was way worse. He was actually way worse back then because he would get in these fights with the people Nick and Augie were fighting with, but he would lose and deactivate all the time. He got in a fight with Jalen once and like deactivated because he was depressed.
Okay. Wait, do you think that's the next stage then of the tipster pattern? Do you think this is all going to become too much for him and he'll deactivate?
I will say this. I don't think he's deactivated once since joining the KEFFALS community.
Well, that's because
actually kind of proud of him.
That's because he's living at the Catboy Ranch. They won't fucking let him.
Yeah. I think it's because he's got a hug box now. So he's got a bunch of people in his community that will just hug him and be like, "It's okay. You can just rest here on my my female bosom. You know, my trans bosom. You know, it's gonna be okay." And just pat him on the head.
It'd be really fucked up if someone made artwork of that.
He's also drawn art seductive underage girls called lollies, from which he's gotten into drama. Some fans defend him since most characters he drew were fictional, but he's drawn pornographic art of real underage people. He has also drawn Rule 34 of his own mother. Later on, Shadman had said that he regrets making the drawings and promised to take it off of his website. However, he didn't keep his promise.
Also, just quickly, I'm starting to get used to doing donos. Thank you for the donation. I have no idea how much the fuck it was for, from I Bully Bullies. Tipster is fat, true and based. Thank you for that.
Oh, there's I Bully Bullies lore, bro. I don't like. Are you familiar with I Bully Bullies?
I am not. Do I need?
He's a spur. Yes, he's a spurg in our community. He's been around for a long time, and he got in a huge fight with Tipster because Tipster took away his Discord role, the homie role. And it became this huge thing where they fought for months on months until finally the bridge was built. And guess who built that bridge? Me.
You built the bridge?
I rebuilt the I Bully Bullies Tipster bridge at one point, yes.
The Discord role.
I used to be I used to be like the Geraldo Rivera of fucking commentary, where it's like this guy has a problem with this guy. All right, come on, let's talk this out, boys. What can we do? Like, what's going on? Get it all off your chest, you know.
Well, see, that's really nice. I'm glad that we've moved to the. Yeah, I mean, you're still doing that on Now Recording, right? Did that with Jalen last night.
Yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work out. I tried. I kind of tried that, but I don't know.
As he continued to draw underage girls such as Soph. Soph was a YouTuber who, as the article says, at the time was 11.
Still in shambles, face.
Due to the fact that he drew underage girls, the university he went to reported him to the authorities. Then we have the Keemstar controversy, which we referenced earlier. On Tumblr, someone asked him to make art of Keemstar's 7-year-old daughter giving Donald Trump a blowjob. He said he would do it if Trump won the election. When Trump did win, Shadman drew art of Keemstar's daughter portraying her in an overly sexualized manner, to which Keemstar responded by threatening to call the cops. Colossal's Crazy invited Shadman on his stream to talk about it, and Shad said because he respected him, he would take it down. The drawing has since been removed. And there's just a ton of other, like, really fucked up things that this guy has drawn. Like this.
Are you going to talk about how fucked it is to draw someone's daughter in that way? Are you going to, like, use your principles despite your biases, Tipster, of hating Keemstar? At all? Are you fucking kidding me?
Guy is a literal fucking lolicon. Literally draws lolly art, and I think it's fucking terrible. I think anybody who supported this guy,
Beckett owned.
You should be really concerned about those people. And I think anybody who has like,
why am I owned? What did I do?
Because he literally started to do it like as soon as you.
Well, yeah, but he's not talking about the tips. but he's not saying, "Hey, that was really fucked up that happened to Keemstar," is he? That's my point. Like he's okay. He's like condemning it in general, but not in specific. It's like, even if you hate somebody, like, we dislike Tipster or KEFFALS, but if something fucked was done to them, or like, you know, even if at the moment where, like, right now Keemstar's going after the same person, we're still like, yeah, it was fucked that Keemstar, like, accused someone of being a pedophile on, like, no evidence. Because there's a basic, like, moral thing of, don't fucking defend people when they've done shitty things just because they're on the same side as you. This is how Tipster ended up in this fucking situation in the first place.
Right.
I don't know, commissioned him to do art for their channels or whatever. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? It's not like it was some hidden secret that he was a lolicon. This was, like, publicly known shit. And people were supporting this guy and defending this guy. It's nuts, right? So now, let's get to where I supposedly defended this art. The example they're using of me defending his artwork is this post that I put up when I defended Chris Tyson. Now,
imagine having to bring up a picture, like a video, where this is the first freeze frame. Can you edit it a bit? Like, hey guys, this is my really serious post as I look like I'm melting into my own face.
You guys may remember Chris Tyson was getting a lot of transphobic harassment, threats against their life. People were trying to make them out to be a pedo, etc., etc. I was defending Chris Tyson because people were trying to be transphobic towards them.
No problem.
And one of the things they did was they dug through a bunch of old tweets and found some jokes that they had made and tried to use those to make them out to be a pedo. I'm going to go ahead and play this YouTube short. It's also on TikTok, so you guys can see what I had to say. All right, guys, so as you know, there's been a lot of people on the internet making a big deal about the fact that Chris Tyson from the Mr. Beast crew came out as gender non-conforming recently, and they're trying to, like, make a lot of outrage and drama surrounding somebody basically just trying to live their life. But it's gotten to the point where people started digging into, like, old tweets of theirs and stuff like that to find some reason to cancel them. And the latest thing is that apparently Chris Tyson is a pedophile because he made some edgy jokes about lolly and kids. Now, I gotta be honest, they're not the kind of jokes that I personally would make, but we've literally gotten to the point where making edgy jokes makes you a pedophile. I kid you not, that's how low the bar for pedophilia has become. At this point, give it like a month or two, and you'll be considered a pedophile just for breathing the same air as children. So that was the video.
He recorded that, watched it back, and still posted it. I'm sorry, how is this not defending Chris? Am I missing something? Because I swear Tipster said that he'd seen the artwork, right?
I believe so. Could be. Yeah. Needless to say, he fucking walks all this back today. He walked it all back today.
Wait, what do you mean? Like what, on Keffal's stream?
On Keffal's stream, it went from defending Chris Tyson to, well, Ethan Klein, if Ethan Klein's going to criticize Vosh, you should look into Chris Tyson.
Jesus Christ, that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah. Almost like Mommy Keffals had a little conversation with Tipster behind the scenes. Don't fuck this up for me. We're almost out of this. The finish line is right there. Don't fuck this up.
Imagine tying yourself to Tipster. That's like, listen, I admire Keffal's ability to take a handicap.
And people are passing around this video saying that I defended Shadman art in this video. Never mind the fact that I don't actually mention Shadman's art in the video at all, but this is being used as proof that I defended Shadman art. What I said that I defended was jokes, edgy jokes that Chris made that I personally would not make because, admittedly, they're jokes that make me really fucking uncomfortable. Okay? Now, let's actually get to the bottom of this. I found an old tweet of mine about this situation. I said, while I wouldn't make the jokes myself, we have apparently reached the point where making edgy jokes equals pedophilia. Boy, oh boy, we have really lowered the bar at this point. And I think that's true. I think on the internet, people have like lowered the bar to an insane degree of like what is considered a pedophile, to the point that pedophile has almost lost all meaning, right? And I think that like when you make serious allegations of somebody being a pedophile and you do it in this way, it really kind of...
But it's fine for him to call people pedophiles, and Keffals too. This motherfucker, sorry, I'm looping. Fuck.
It really kind of mocks legitimate victims of pedophilia in a way. And I don't think that's okay, right? But anyway,
yeah, Tipster, you piece of shit.
While I
by your own
standards,
standards.
We have apparently reached the point where making edgy jokes equals pedophilia. Boy, oh boy, we have really lowered the bar at this point. Before you know it, pretty much what I said in the video, breathing the same air as children will make you a pedophile. This person, Dame Pesos, responded to me and says, after going through the entire Twitter, they only have 2 jokes from 2016 to show. Pathetic. They started to cry about the guy before they saw those tweets anyways. It's all a lie. They don't believe any of it anyways. I then responded, oh, and by the way, if you guys want to see the jokes, again, very distasteful jokes. Not jokes I would have made. I believe Chris would have been 20 at the time, so young and dumb. Nothing gets my knob a crankin' like some lolly. Oh, God, it makes me uncomfortable just to repeat it. To be...
This is... I don't think this helps him. This, like, what's the context for these fucking jokes?
And then we have this one. That bitch looked good for a 4-year-old. Now, we don't know what he was responding to because the original source tweet was deleted. But yeah, not a great joke, okay? I do think it's a joke, but not a great joke, to say the least. Now, the last tweet in the thread, I said the following. Even the bit about the Shadman drawing was apparently an edgy bit. It's why they posted fidget spinners with the pic. Typo. It was supposed to be a cringy joke, lol. Granted, given his history, you won't catch me buying Shadman art. You gotta remember, in 2016, a lot of people liked and supported his art. It was a weird time.
Okay, it's close, guys. The reason Tipster thought it was a funny joke is because, along with the lolicon picture that Chris purchased and placed in their home, her home, there was fidget spinners. Case fucking closed. Matt, I'm sorry, I think you're wrong. I think you guys have unfairly maligned this fat fucking retard.
What a great fucking way to put it there. Yeah, this fat fucking retard who defends pedophiles is not, he's in the right.
Yeah,
it's in the right.
Yeah, no, these are, you can really tell he's been in Twitch poll because these are top tier debate skills. Look at the way he frames his argument. Vosh needs to take some tips.
and this is true, a lot of people supported this guy's art. And like I said, it wasn't like a big secret that he was a lolicon. I don't know if Chris knew or not, but like, who knows? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. In any case, let's move on here. You might have noticed in that last tweet, I said that the Shadman art was a bit, like a joke. Okay.
I'm going to actually speed this up slightly.
The reason why I said that is
Thank
because
you.
the YouTuber Jalen had reached out to Chris Tyson at the time to ask them, yo, what's the deal with the Shadman art? And again, this is a situation where maybe I shouldn't be charitable, but I'm going to. Jalen tweets, a lot of people back in the day interacted with Shadman. In fact, a lot of people defended
Walks
what
all this
Shadman
back,
did
by
as
the
edgy
way.
humor. He had a massive platform. I think to paint Chris as a lolicon or knowingly supporting Lolly is blatantly dishonest. So they reached out to Chris to ask about the art, and this is what Chris had to say at the time. If anyone ever asks, just say you talked to me
Matt, you're
and I
getting love in the
explained it
chat.
as a shitty joke. It was a shitty
really?
joke to get likes.
Let's go.
Matt Pitt, I do appreciate everything you did for me. Just want to let you know that I didn't make it easy for you.
Oh, it's just bullies. You got me excited, Beckett. Come on, man. I
From a
thought,
reply
like,
from Shad. I didn't even know.
Who did you think was in the chat, Matt? Who did you think was in the chat?
all the stuff
that
he
was
did.
not it.
Well,
That
one of
you
his
know that's not it.
controversies-
Don't start with that.
I stopped interacting with him a long time ago. So according to Chris, they didn't know
I'll be good.
about all the
Fine.
lolly shit, and they just did it as like a meme post. I'm willing to be charitable and say, okay, maybe they're telling the truth. Maybe they're not. But at the end of the day, if you are actually, and this applies to Chris Tyson as well, if you have Shadman art and you supported Shadman, I take serious fucking issue with that. Because contrary to what people are saying about me being okay with Shadman's art, it's not true. It's simply not the case. I think that person is a horrible fucking person. And like the fact that they would not only draw lolly art in general, but they would actually take actual children and make lolly art of real fucking children. That's disgusting. You'd have to be absolutely insane to defend that. And I never would. As a matter of fact, I have a clip from a stream where I commented on just that. And we can take a look at what I had to say about it right now.
Is Chris Tyson is friends with somebody named, I think his name is Shadman.
Shadman is a pedo? Yeah, I'm perfectly comfortable saying Shadman is more than likely a pedophile.
Shadman, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, he's bringing up the Shad-based stuff. I don't know if I've heard anything about Shadman and Chris being friends. I know there was a controversy involving the fact that Chris allegedly owned, like there was a picture he posted on Twitter of him owning like a piece of artwork by Shadman. And I've seen the artwork in question. I'm not going to show it on stream for obvious reasons. But the artwork looked like it depicted someone who was of adult age. It looked like somebody who was very petite, kind of like a Belle Delphine type figure. It might have even been a drawing of Belle Delphine. I'm not really sure. But it was something to that degree, right? And so, I mean, my issue with that was Shadman's a very controversial figure, okay? Very controversial. They have drawn some really fucked up shit in the past, okay? And so I will say this. I wouldn't be supporting Shadman. I don't know if he purchased that artwork or just printed it out or something like that, but I wouldn't be signal boosting or supporting Shadman's work because of his history. But either way, like I've seen the artwork and I don't personally think the artwork is anything
There you go.
questionable. It's just...
This is his
There you go, that
defense?
Yeah. That answers your question. He has seen the artwork.
He's seen the artwork. He knows what the fucking artwork is. Said that I personally, like, I don't think it's a fucking problem. Yeah, I think some other people have said this. If Tipster doesn't believe there's anything untoward or problematic, why isn't he showing them? Why doesn't he show this shit? He knows what it is. He's just fucking lying.
Just the connection to the artist in question. It's like, yeah, I would not be supporting that guy. Just being honest, just being completely honest, I would not be supporting Shadman. But I don't think they're friends. If they are, that's news to me. I think. Okay, so this was my position. When did I put this up?
Ooh.
This was my position, May 17th, 2023. Okay.
Moody. Shout out to Moody Morgan real quick. I'm gonna send this to you, Beckett, because I think we've gotten to the point in the conversation where all this is. Here's fucking Tipster walking it back.
Oh, based. Thank you. Give me a second.
Moody Morgan sent that to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
And shout out to Simpman who uploaded it. I'm gonna put that in the.
Yeah, fucking share that shit. Base, guys, thank you. Let me get this up. Okay, so this is from the stream tonight. this is. I'll actually try and make it a bit more fucking visible. You can see, I don't know, whatever the fuck KEFFALS is trying to do. Right, here we go.
It's so fucking horrible.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Is it because it's dead air? But I'm not hearing anything.
Sorry, mate. Give me a second.
Okay. No, like it could have easily been KEFFALS being dead air.
It's a bit of both. It's also me being dumb. There we go.
All right.
It's so fucking horrible.
Let's turn that up a little bit.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Just like openly friends with this person who's a known lolly artist.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch the video now because I saw it right before I went live, but I wasn't sure if he said Bosch's friend or Tipster's friend. But
True. Okay, good.
Okay, so just to clarify, there was an artist that drew some lolly that supposedly Chris.
See, this is what fucks me up about it. Ethan brought this up himself organically as an argument on why you should condemn Bosch as a pedophile. And then he dismisses it immediately when he finds out, no, that's Chris Tyson who was friends with Shadman, not Bosch.
Yeah, it very much reveals the inconsistency.
And then immediately goes on, I like her, I've met her. And it's like, he also liked and met Belle Delphine, who had collaborated with Shadman multiple times. In fact, if you go to Shadman's Twitter account, his profile banner is Belle Delphine wearing a Shadman mask.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I need fucking Jesus Christ.
Shadman was very popular in that kind of like sphere of people. Like he was kind of considered one of the big artists during that time.
Interesting.
Yeah, from Mr. Beast's crew shared that same artist, Drew Keem's daughter.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with Vosh or Tipster or anything?
So it was all...
I heard him say that they were friends.
Yeah, no, he kind of links it all
Okay,
together.
whatever. We're talking the Keemstar Vortex. Yeah, I don't care about any of this shit.
Yeah, of course. Now you don't care.
Doesn't care.
It doesn't involve the people that I'm trying to target here, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, no, I'd be okay with him continuing his crusade as long as he's consistent. I just wanted to see him...
So KEFFALS is fine with this as long as Ethan Klein goes after other trans people that aren't her.
Yeah, and then you got Tipster. Who was a big Chris Tyson supporter in this. What's he got to say?
Apply this straight across the board and either give everyone the same treatment or stop giving like certain people preferential treatment where some people are allowed to be sussy as fuck and others aren't.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that it's like more than warranted at this point to at least take a second look at what's going on with Chris. Because like as far as I know, Chris hasn't publicly addressed this at all. The only addressing it I'm aware of is that the YouTuber Jalen reached out to them to ask them about it, and they claimed that like them posting the art on Twitter was like
that's a lot.
Oh my god, no wonder he deleted the stream for last night. Oh fuck. Okay, so Tipster, after he was live, deleted his stream. He privated it. And as far as I'm aware, I could have the timeline wrong, but as far as I'm aware, he re-uploaded the section talking about this, but only after Bo Blacks had tweeted out the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, do you think when he was like doing this at the end, KEFFALS was like, oh shit, no, we're gonna go really hard on Chris. You haven't gone hard enough. Take it down. Yeah. We're gonna start over.
He didn't go hard on. He didn't even. He fucking had the exact opposite take of KEFFALS right now. He was in defense of Chris Tyson, and now he's saying that Ethan Klein needs to take a look at fucking Chris Tyson. That's so, dude. He just he sticks his nose up whoever's ass he likes, and he just follows them around, and it's fucking ridiculous.
It is actually
He's done it so many times.
It is pretty fucking disgusting. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't say that about many people, but this is actually just disgusting behavior. There's no consistency, no principles, and I guarantee if Tipster ever had the chance to get in with Mr. Beast, he'd be defending this to the death. Yeah. Chris did nothing wrong because Tipster is a man with no principles. He would throw
KEFFALS into a rabid pack of dogs for Mr. Beast clout, bro.
Oh god,
it would be over. Yeah, he would be like, KEFFALS, how dare you say that about Chris Tyson? You know, like
KEFFALS is a bad actor. She's a terrible representation. He'd be taking fucking food shops as arguments. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
fucking freak.
Why would I accidentally opened your site on stream? Glad it was safe for work. It's too much to be a bit, and it was going for years. Like the tweets,
exactly. Where you fund a lolly artist, who, by the way, as Joanne mentions in chat, he's also a Nazi, right? Like just funding a lolly Nazi artist, like is part of the bit. I'm just gonna pay for custom art. It's part of the bit. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty wild. Like I said, me personally, I was willing to be charitable, but now that I know that we've got a tweet as recently as 2019 where they're still talking about Shadman.
That was when the art was posted. 2021.
I thought
Your video on this was 2023. Tipster.
Yeah.
Tipster, you fucking retard. What are you doing?
Tipster's going, Well, yeah, no, I just saw some evidence from 2019. That's bad. That's bad. Yikes, my dude. Yikes, yikes, yikes. You know, like, KEFFALS, did you hear when I said yikes? That's a big yikes, Chief. Madame, did you hear that I said yikes? Yikes, my dog?
I'm on message. I'm on message. Please don't hit me again.
Madame KEFFALS, don't you see? I said yikes, my dude. No, I'm not calling you dude. Please don't hit me.
Oh, listen, I'm just saying KEFFALS could easily take Tipster. Motherfucker would die. Like, he wouldn't stand a chance.
Until 2017.
No, they're lying. The tweet started in 2017, and she apologized for the tweet. She never apologized for the Shadman art. She never talked about accidentally opening Shadman's porn site on stream.
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
You're saying
you know
that
what?
anything at the lolly tweet with 27.
I have no problem conceding my point on Chris Tyson now. Like, fuck that shit.
Also-
There's more than enough evidence at this point to say
I
no,
concede.
absolutely
Some people are trying to drama frog this, and I am
Agree to disagree, my dude.
Oh my god, this fucking idiot.
I concede. Agree to disagree, my dude. Fucking, it's the same thing that happened with the fucking lolly shit when it was proven that it was Shota. Oh, I totally concede now that I would look like a complete retard for defending my goth mommy. Whoops. Whoopsies. Oh, the dog in the diaper? Yeah, I totally concede that was actually some weird fetish shit. Whoopsies. It's almost like when you tackle these sort of subjects, you're just asking for it.
Yeah, I think I saw Sonsol in the chat say, like, that people who engage in this think, like, the idea that there's ever going to be a win condition. Even if you win, so Jeff Holiday said this to me, because I was asking him about some stuff with another creator that was going on. It was food shops. But Jeff Holiday, I was like, what's your opinion? Because he did a lot of stuff with Amoshi. And he was like, there are only two things that come out of this. Either the person having the conversation is really fucking naive and like either wants to be edgy or whatever, and that's somebody who's an issue to engage with because they'll just say anything. The other side is it invites in people who are bad actors who want to justify their weird shit. So the obvious conclusion is not to do stuff like that. Just avoid it. Just don't do it. And he's right. There's no condition where you should ever be debating this stuff unless you are, like, in academia. Actual academia. Stop LARPing like intellectuals.
I saw the art in question. I don't know if that particular piece in question is lolly,
100%.
but even if it isn't,
And if you ever had those
it's
questions like,
Shadman-
oh, maybe it's a bit, might as well just back away. Oh, he's doing a bit. He's not actually a pedophile. He's just pretending to be one on the internet.
Yeah. This is what happened with Amos. This is what happened to Amos. And then he went to prison for being a pedophile. Like, fucking stop it.
art. Someone we know for a fact is a lolicon. And if Chris is lying and Chris has possession of that art, that's a problem. And they should rightfully be called out for it. And maybe they should address it. I know that they address it in DMs with Jalen, but maybe it's worth having a conversation about. I'm not going to jump to the conclusion that they're a pedophile or a lolicon, but yes, if they have that art, that's an issue. The other thing I saw some people trying to take out of context, because people have been trying to, like, ever since this situation with defending Vosh popped up and misrepresenting my arguments in defense of Vosh, people have been digging into previous conversations or topics I covered and trying to use it to spin a narrative that I'm a lolicon or a fucking pedophile. And this situation was another one I saw. There's this reality star known as Shauna Ray or something like that. And this is a reality star who has some kind of disability where they're 22, 23 years old, but they look like a child because of the disability they have. It's kind of similar to what Andy Milonakis has, where, like, Andy Milonakis is in his 40s, but he looks like a fucking kid, right? So some people have taken my previous coverage of that situation, more specifically a tweet, and we'll take a look at the tweet in a second.
Like the stream to hate Tipster? Do! Like the stream, subscribe! Like, Tipster will hate it! If you want to fight Tipster, like the stream! I need to get better at this fucking, like, shilling promo shit.
And they're referencing this article here. The headline of this article is 22-year-old who is stuck in the body of an 8-year-old admits her parents are afraid she will attract pedophiles because of her childlike appearance as she opens up about dating struggles. Okay? This article, which was released the 26th of January, 2022, keep that date in mind, is being used to say that Tipster talked about this situation in a tweet on Twitter, and he hand-waved away the concerns of this girl and her parents. Now, if that were true, that would be really fucked up, and that would be a kind of sussy thing for me to do. The good thing is, that's not what I fucking did. The tweet in question is dated January 23rd, 2023. This tweet is basically a year after the article we looked at a second ago, an article that I was not looking at in my coverage of the situation. The tweet in question says pedos aren't attracted to people who look young. They're attracted to people who are young. By that logic, anyone who is attracted to Kiwi Sunset or Belle Delphine is a pedo, shaking my head. Now, if we scroll up and look at the full conversation, we could see that I quote tweeted a tweet by Perez Hilton. This is the original article I was responding to. The tweet says, "This new TV show is so perfect for TLC and their viewers." The title of the article is, I'll just bring it up here, "Man Defends Dating Grown Woman Trapped in 8-Year-Old's Body After Viewers Call Out Red Flags." Okay? In my quote tweet, I said, she's 23, he's 26. But because her disability makes her short and look younger, him dating her is a, quote, red flag. This is literally the dumbest shit I have ever heard. People are so desperate for a pedo hunt that they're turning two adults dating each other into a pedo situation.
Okay. This story's a fucking minefield of random insane shit. But
Yeah.
I want to just focus on this. Pedos aren't attracted to people who look young, they're attracted to people who are young. This shit is almost the defense of, hey, I know that it looks like a lolicon, but actually she's a 9,000-year-old dragon god. It's yeah, but we know what you're doing. Why did you draw her that way?
Yeah. You know what? When I see videos about oh, this 25-year-old woman looks 8 years old and she's trying to get in the dating world, you know what I think? I'm not going to tweet about that. I'm just going to let that one ride. You guys can fucking talk about that. I don't care. Hope she finds happiness, I guess, and I hope she doesn't meet a pedophile. But at the same time, I'm not going to fucking die on a fucking hill being like, hey, this is not fair, guys. She needs to find love. You okay, who cares? It doesn't affect me whatsoever. I don't see Tipster's really bad. He has a bad habit of doing stuff like this all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's, again, 5 times. I mean, I'm going to say this is 5.5, actually. We didn't count this one before. We're going to say 5.5 now. That's where the Tipster counter's at.
Yeah. They should name the disease Lolly disease now.
The lolly disease.
Oh, no, you got the lolly disease, bro? Fuck.
There is a documentary that I watched on stream. It's a Channel 4 documentary from the UK about people who dress up as babies and do the diaper fetish shit. Mm-hmm. And in that documentary, there's one girl with her partner. She's into playing as a toddler. And usually these people... there's actually a very low correlation between people who role play as babies and being pedophiles. It's incredibly low amongst the fetish groups, because the whole point is you want to have an interaction with an adult because you want to be the child. But her partner in that manages to creep out the documentary team, because when he's talking about her, he's like, yeah, so we met on a website and she said her age was about I think it was 10 to 11. And I want her to roleplay as a 3 to 4 year old. And now she's comfortable with that. And he is so fucking creepy about it. You can tell that this is his proxy of wanting to fuck a child. Even the documentarians are like, what do you mean by these statements? I've never seen a documentarian break. She's like, what do you mean? He stares at her in the weirdest way. And this is the problem. Yeah, if somebody is if this person finds love, that's great. But if somebody sees that person and they look like an 8-year-old and and someone's response is they want to date that, yeah, that's a fucking red flag. That's a massive red flag. What are you talking about?
Well, I'll tell you, if my buddy was like, hey, you want to meet my new girlfriend? And she looked 8 years old, I'd be kind of like, why? What?
What have you fucking done, buddy?
Yeah. Did you pick her up from school? What's going on?
Yeah, but Matt, have you considered that maybe your buddy isn't buying Cobalt? He might be the good person.
Yeah. Yeah, the rocks are what made him a pedophile, I guess. I don't know.
Magic pedophile rocks.
Okay?
Yeah.
My coverage on this topic was about the fact that these two were in a consensual dating relationship, and people were labeling this guy a pedophile for dating this girl. And I'm like, she's an adult, and so is he. I don't think this guy is a fucking pedophile. And I think it's really fucked up because some people were saying pretty much anybody who dates her is a pedophile. And my response is, so is she just not allowed to date then? Because she unfortunately has to deal with this disability for the rest of her life. She's never allowed to seek out a relationship with someone else? Are you kidding me? That sounds insane to me. So no, there was no hand waving away the concerns about her parents and her about being preyed on by pedophiles. My coverage and my comments on Twitter were about her being in a consensual relationship as an adult with another adult. You can even see me. I tried to find my original video covering this, or original live stream. I couldn't find it, but I did find this stream of me doing an update to the story. You can see here, update on Shauna Ray's boyfriend. This is me covering an update to the situation. I'm dating a 23-year-old woman who looks like an 8-year-old girl. I'm not a creep. None of this had to do with me hand-waving away the concerns of her or her parents. And the person who posted that on Twitter was blatantly lying, being just as dishonest as so many of the people I've spoke out against.
I love when he gets angry. He looks so... he can't do anger. This man can't do anger. He just looks like an angry toddler, ironically.
Yeah. You see the clip where, like, the last stream he did where Keemstar came in and was like, get out of my chat. You don't belong here. You don't belong here, man. Get out of my chat.
Oh,
how dare you come into my chat?
Poor little tipster. Just listen. Oh, I think it is funny that Keemstar turned up in Keffals' chat, or like was tweeting, and Keffals was like, I don't care. I don't give a shit. But Tipster's deeply upset by this incursion into his safe space.
Through the course of this situation. I think what's really crazy is, like, so many people, especially in the commentary crowd, have made a situation that's largely about Vosh, and they've made it about me. I honestly feel like so many of them don't actually give a fuck about the Vosh situation, and I think the only reason why they're covering it is because two people they hate, myself and Keffals, covered it. It got so bad that on Keemstar's new podcast, Lol Cow Live, they made the show so much about me. The thumbnail is me, and the title is me. Vosh is not even in the title or the fucking thumbnail. It got so bad that one of the co-hosts literally asked the question, why are we making this about Tipster?
Here we go. Hopefully Tipster comes too. Oh, hopefully Tipster comes too.
I just feel like we're going extra hard on Tipster when Bash is who we should be, or Vosh is.
Wings doesn't know who Tipster is, surely. That's why he's asking the fucking question. He's got no context. Yeah. It's fucking Wings of Redemption. He knows who Vosh is.
Right.
Who we should actually be mad at.
I mean, Wings is spitting facts right now. I understand that maybe people disagree with my defense of Vosh, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with it. But, like, in a situation that's largely about Vosh, why am I the guy that's in the title and the fucking thumbnail? It's really telling that so many of these videos by people in this crowd made the situation about me and Keffals.
Oh, that's interesting. I've just actually read the title. Tipster hates Lol Cow Live, but loves cartoon horses. It's because Tipster was calling out Lol Cow Live.
Lol Cow Live, yeah.
Yeah. In his stream, he was like, how's Lol Cow Live, Tipster? How's Lol Cow Live, Keemstar? How's it doing? How's your show doing? It's like, well, it's got nearly 4,000 viewers, Tippy. How are you doing with your 100,000 subscribers? You getting 1,000 people? 500 people, Tipster? What's happened to all that clout? I don't know how many people watched this stream from last night, but from what I've heard, it wasn't fucking many.
And not about Vosh, the person who is the subject of this situation to begin with.
That could be bannable.
Not only that, but there are other creators in this space who also defended Vosh, who I'm not going to name because I don't want them to get attacked the way me and Keffals have been. But there are other creators who also defended Vosh, and nobody mentions them. Because these people don't actually care.
Chat can correct me. I don't think there is. I haven't heard any other Vosh defense from any other creator. Like, legitimately, most people are silent. Most people are silent or condemning him in the Twitch poll space. I think... Yeah. This is... Tipster's not naming them because they don't fucking exist. He's not protecting anyone. There's no one to protect. Everyone knows that this is a massive optical loss. Even people who would normally be... Jalen? Firstly, Jalen's not in that space. And secondly, Jalen is not a good example.
About the Vosh situation? Maybe H3 does. But these people in the commentary space don't actually care about the Vosh situation. All they care about is having another excuse to dunk on me and Keffals. That's it.
Multiple people at once. I'm actually kind of good at it.
I understand that, but like I feel like this whole stream though has been more directed toward Tipster than it has been the dude actually committing. Well, I can't say committing crimes because what he has isn't illegal, but it should be.
Okay.
Fucking retard. God damn it.
The crazy thing is, I know some people will say that like,
oh, interesting. Interesting to see that clip, Tipster. It's almost like you and Keffals had to go and dig through everything and thought this was your big gotcha. So you both have to show it. Did she force you? Tipster, blink twice if you're in danger.
How much you want to bet it was some fucking like person in their community that found it?
Pretty high. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they do their own research.
Nah,
no fucking way.
I don't even think Keffals thinks their own thoughts. I think someone does that for her. I like.
Keffals isn't even the leader in her own ranch.
Yeah, I don't think an original idea has ever appeared in her head.
Oh, fucking hell. Do you know, I'm trying to think of an original take Keffals had. Because Keffals she went through a weird period a few months ago where everyone was like, oh, has Keffals become based all of a sudden? Like, she was fighting with certain, like, leftists. She like, absolutely decimated Yankee Tanky. And then she goes and fucks it all up.
Yeah, wasn't she like fighting some black woman over noodles or something? Does that make any sense? Am I just speaking gibberish?
I think the problem is you can say that sentence to me, and I'm not sure what the fuck you're talking about, and at the same time, that sounds like something that would happen in Twitch poll. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. It is. I remember now. It was about cultural appropriation. Yeah. It was something to do with cultural appropriation, yeah.
Right, but where did I get the noodles from? Something had to do with noodles.
I think it was a white girl who was making noodles, and got attacked by I want to say Soul Bunny. Yeah. And once Soul Bunny like fucking like did her chat's confirming, yeah. Listen,
I'm not psychotic. Let's go.
Well, the thing is, I vaguely remember it, but I'm like, black woman attacking someone for cultural appropriation? Sounds like Soul Bunny. That sounds like something she would do. Also, okay, so there's another part of this. Keffals hates Soul Bunny because Soul Bunny accused Keffals of doxing her because Soul Bunny has a public profile. She's been in the news in her local area. She's openly an activist. Keffals read that article with Soul Bunny's name in it, a news article available anywhere on the internet, and then Soul Bunny was like, "You've doxed me," and everyone was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? This is the definition of being a public figure. You fucking idiot." And that's why everyone was like, "Oh, Keffals might be based now," but apparently not.
Oh, you're being too charitable to Vosh. You're being too charitable to Chris Tyson. The thing is,
it was about a cookbook.
This kind of thing, especially like the Vosh thing, according to Vosh, this is what Vosh says, and I'm willing to be charitable and assume he's telling the truth here. Vosh says he didn't know the art was lolly when he downloaded it, and so when he found out, he disavowed it. Okay, and I mentioned earlier how like anime art is very unambiguous. Like it's not always easy to tell the age of a character. You might see a character that on the surface looks obviously like an adult, and then you look into the lore of the character, it's like, holy shit, that's a 16-year-old girl or whatever the fuck, right? And it could happen to anyone. Anyone can have a situation like that. Now, does that make them a pedophile? I don't think so. I'll even lend that same level of charitability to someone who hasn't been very charitable, to Vosh, myself, or Keffals in this situation. I'll lend that same level of charitability to Ethan from H3. What am I talking about? Let me go ahead and read the caption of these tweets for you. Actually, I think that this is a pretty funny meme because he refers to the people who he believes to be lolicons as lollipops. So I tweeted out, lollipop, lollipop, oh, Ethan is a lollipop, pop, bum, just like the fucking song. I know it's kind of cringe. And I have to preface this by saying, for the record, I obviously don't think Ethan is a lolicon or a pedo. But dude, you kind of set yourself up for this one.
He doesn't think that Ethan is a pedophile or a lolicon. He is, however, going to play a clip that implies that Ethan might be. Well done, Tipster, you disingenuous fuck.
Well, I mean, the difference here, right, is that there's this little clip taken out of context, but with Vosh, there's like a whole debate.
Yeah.
Right? There's like
multiple debates.
Yeah, multiple debates, multiple situations, a whole picture on a drive, like pictures on a fucking computer drive. Like, it's not the same.
Do you know what I want to ask? I want Tipster and Keffals to tell me whether they think it is normal that somebody wants to be turned into a horse so he can fuck women. I want them to say on stream whether they think that that is a normal fetish or some of the most fucking weird, degenerate shit they've ever heard. Because, like, they keep going, oh, it's about the folder, guys. It's about the folder. The folder's fucking awful, but Vosh, like, is clearly a freak, okay? Like, I've never... He wants to be a horse! I don't understand how you get to this point in your life where you're seriously debating becoming a horse. Fucking retards.
Way that I'm willing to be charitable to Vosh and Chris Tyson. I will be charitable to Ethan for this clip.
I just want to say I thought she's hot. That's it. You didn't? She was
Beavers, if you want to come on, you can come on. Just DM me.
like a lady. She's not a little girl.
I'll say yes in the chat and jump in the Discord. You know where it is.
But it's a cartoon. It's a I just want to...
Homeboy really set himself up with that one.
I will happily dab up with the Nazis.
Now I could easily be a total fucking dick and be like, oh, see? Ethan's a lolly.
I fucking hate soundboards and I fucking hate TTS, but Tipster is actually... You know, I hated it because of Ralph. But Ralph and Baked Alaska really fucking made me hate those things. But Tipster may actually be the worst offender on it. Who is?
Bro, I used to run this the soundboard for Tommy's streams, and Tipster single-handedly put me off of doing it. Like, I don't want to run a soundboard anymore because of Tipster. I hate it.
Yeah, it's fucking just awful. Add some new sounds at least, Tipster. Wait, is this true? I don't watch enough Tipster. Does he have a clapping sound effect for himself?
Yes, he has a and he's got you are coping and seething.
Thank you for the channel plug, Tipster. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And he's got the oh shit, and I'm sure he's got some other ones too. But those are the main ones he plays a lot. And I don't think soundboards, like, I guess Nick has kind of like proven me wrong, but in my opinion, I don't think soundboards really work unless you got someone playing them for you, so you can play off those soundboards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really kind of gay when you're like, and then I said, get out of here, you sniveling little kids. Oh shit. And you press the button, it just doesn't like work, you know?
Yeah. It's just fucking sad. If your content is so bad that you need a soundboard to clap for you, quit. Fucking quit. You have nothing of value. And the irony of all this is I don't think Tipster can be cancelled. Because Tipster is so irrelevant that what difference does it make? Who's watching this? Other than us. I am currently becoming Tipster's biggest fan because he's just so retarded. Who's seriously sat there and being like, I come home from work and I just want to relax and watch a Tipster stream? Who has ever uttered that sentence in the last year and a half?
Yeah, I don't. 40-year-old, 45-year-old middle-aged women with green hair. And a dick.
Fuck. You were so close. You were so close to a comment that's not going to get me in trouble. You were doing so well. Fuck.
Fun too. Look, he saw an underage anime character and said they were hot. Like, but I'm not going to do that. Because I'm not a fucking, like, dipshit, right? I'm willing to be charitable and say, he didn't know. He didn't fucking know. Okay? So to wrap up this situation, just to kind of give my thoughts, I know I already stated my position at the start, but I'm going to state it again. Make it crystal fucking clear.
Just quickly, thank you for the dono from Toxic. To be fair, KEFFALS went through a weird period in their life because they I can't read that. Now recording, subscribe to still recording. Jesus fucking Christ.
I think that was JFA. I guarantee you that was JFA.
Okay. Right. Jesus fucking Christ. Let us vary. You nearly got me. You nearly fucking got me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I am not okay with lolly. I don't defend the existence of lolly, the consumption of lolly, the production of lolly, etc. When it comes to Vosh having that shit on his computer, I'm willing to be charitable and listen to his explanation that, hey, it was an accident. I didn't fucking know. Okay? It was really fucking stupid and really fucking careless for him to have that shit on his computer. And Vosh, if you happen to be watching this, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You're kind of fucking retarded for having that shit on your computer, okay? I'm just gonna be real. But do I think that you're a pedophile because you accidentally downloaded that shit? No, I don't think so. Okay, I think people have really lowered the bar for what makes someone a pedophile, and I'm sorry, I don't think that that's the case, okay? And in regards to Vosh defending CP, I don't think that's the case. I think his arguments are being misrepresented. I think he used really terrible analogies to make his arguments, but I don't think that he's defending the existence of CPE or adults having
Beavers
sex
in
with children.
streamer.
Ooh, we've got a Beavers. Oh, Beavers. Down here. Beavers! Can you speak?
Yo, Beavers.
You with us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
how you doing?
I'm pretty good, and you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. What you got for us?
Here's the thing that makes my blood boil with Tipster, right? Is when he says lolly is hard to spot, right? Or like it's hard to know the age of anime characters. Look, if nobody like if the anime girl, right? If the girl in the anime happens to be 16, you didn't know that, but she has a fucking massive rack and a massive ass, okay? And you crank one out to it without knowing. I'm gonna be like, when I find out, I'm gonna meme on you. It's gonna be funny, right? But I won't think you're a pedo, okay? Unless there's multiple instances of it. But I won't think you're a pedo in that case. Like, it's not ooh, it was an accident and suddenly everybody thinks you're a pedophile, right? It's when the fucking thing looks like a child. When it is a child and it looks like a child. And his thing is, oh, it's hard to spot if that's a lolly. It's ridiculous, bro. I hate Tipster. I hate him so much.
I think
I never liked Tipster.
I hated him and I had to tolerate him. I hated him so much. He was so annoying.
I think this is what I mean by the fact that it's like 5.5 times that he has defended this shit. And it is sus. It is fucking weird. And I'm going to be honest with you. You should be able to spot the difference. I don't accept this thing of, hey guys, it's a fucking accident. I just don't accept it. It's fucking weird. It's...
the image that he liked in the rum situation, right, wasn't like, it was implied sexuality. You know what I mean? It wasn't like the kid getting railed or anything like that. It wasn't like really bad. But it was fucking weird. And then when it was called lolly, but I took it was on Twitter. I found it today because I was watching the Diorio thing, right? I have censored it, even though what I have censored didn't need to be censored. I want to make that clear, right? This exists on Twitter. I didn't save this for myself. All right?
You didn't put it in your horse and taxes folder.
Yes. Okay. Now, I just DM'd that to you, Beckett. Right? Completely censored. It's just the face. Right?
Dude, come on. No.
It could be an adult, Beckett.
It couldn't be a fucking adult. It's a child. It's a fucking Listen, that's a fucking child, Beavers. And if I had a soundboard right now, it would be bang, 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 open up FBI. I'm sorry. This is the picture. I've never seen this. This is so obviously fucking lolly.
Is that good?
That's good. Yeah, that was good. That helped.
We're back.
This is, I'm not going to put this on stream. That's fucking lolly. I'm sorry. That's obvious lolly. That's not chibi. That's lolly. Are you fucking kidding me? This is what he defended?
Yes.
Oh, we got a Hoz. Hoz has come in for actual, like... Because he's got the soundboard.
Oh, there it is.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you, mate. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, this is very not good. I don't really understand how anyone is defending this shit. I mean, Beavers, maybe you disagree, but I'm gonna be honest.
What do I disagree with?
I mean, this is lolly. This is like...
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's 100% lolly. That's the point I was making.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tipster says, when Tipster saw this, right? This is you know that whole argument with when you were talking about the 20-whatever-year-old that looks like an 8-year-old? Tipster tried to apply that logic to this image. Yeah. It was literally the 1,000-year-old dragon argument. He was like, well, how do you know? How do you know what? I have fucking eyes, bro.
Bro, Not only did he do that, he started liking the account, all of the account's pictures, just spam liking it, like all the other pictures on that account. He also started bringing in like, well, I mean, if you are attracted to Kiwi Sunset or Belle Delphine, it's the same thing. They could be, this girl could be like 1920. So if you're attracted to Kiwi Sunset, then in your argument, you might be a pedo. Like that was what he was doing.
Wasn't the whole thing with Belle Delphine that like the meme was she's jailbait? She started at like 17.
Yeah. But
that's
it's like his argument was petite women. Like, do you like this girl's petite? This is good.
That's the other reason that I wanted to show you that, right? Because that is what he is equating Belle Delphine to. It is not the same.
No, it is. It is really not.
She's jailbait, right? She's supposed to be the whole appeal of Belle Delphine is she's like the girl next door, right? That just turned 18.
Yeah, barely
That's the
legal.
aesthetic that barely legal. Kind of homely in a sort of way, right? Not fucking. She's not like emulating. Now, admittedly, do I think that a lot of her fans might be pedos? Probably. But that's not what she was going for.
I love the way through that in.
I think she's quoted as if liking me makes you a pedo, then there's 69 million is what she said. So that's from one of her songs.
Jeez, fucking Christ! Yeah,
Get dicked down by Too Mad. Isn't that something that happened?
She did a music video with him, and then they did like a pose or something.
Yeah, it's the same as like the Finster stuff. She also did it with Oliver Tree, I think his name is.
Yeah.
So she does like it all, but yeah, I mean, this was always the meme. Like when iDubbbz' wife started her OnlyFans, everyone was like, "Well, she'll be popular until Belle Delphine starts hers," because like. Belle Delphine is obviously just a very good marketer. She's basically the porno version of Pokimane. That's the reality of Belle Delphine. But yeah.
Is Tipster's argument he's about to make with the hentai and the porn is that if you're watching hentai porn, like if you're scrolling through, there should be like a certification of like authenticity of their age. Like this woman is actually 20 years old. This woman is 25 years old, like an actual ID for the lolly character or for the anime character.
It's not going to go. It's not going to go well for the Sonic community. Amy Rose is like 14, right?
Yeah, but if you're jerking off to Amy Rose, even without the age, you're fucking weird. That's bad, right? So like, you're automatically fucking weird to begin with.
Yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah. Look, if you stroke it at Tifa one day, like I ain't gonna be mad. But if you're fucking stroking it to like fucking bat women and fucking weird shit like that, I'm side eyeing you.
Furry degenerates, down with furry degeneracy. Okay, let's get through the end of this. I think the best bit's coming up.
That shit. Okay, I think he just used a really bad fucking analogy to state his position. All right. The other thing I want to do really quickly before I wrap up this segment is I do want to apologize to some of my friends who I care a lot about. One of those friends being KEFFALS. When I
bet that KEFFALS made him do this. You will apologize to me on stream. Do you know how bad you've made the trans community look? The damage you've done, Tipster? You should be ashamed of yourself. I am a respected trans activist, Tipster, and you've dragged my name through the mud.
Tweeted the tweet with my criticism of H3. I did try to tweet it in a way that it wasn't aggressive, or I wasn't trying to be like crazy argumentative or whatever. I wanted to state my criticism, but I didn't want to be a dick about it. Okay. I tweeted that tweet. I went to bed and I woke up to utter fucking chaos because Ethan saw my tweet. Ethan didn't like my tweet and Ethan responded to my tweet. As a result of that, I was getting a barrage of fucking hate. People were very fucking mad and several of my friends came to my defense as a result of that. One of those people being KEFFALS. And because of that, they got so much shit. And I just want to take a moment to apologize to my friends for that. When I posted that tweet, I did not mean for that to happen. And I am genuinely sorry that you guys got harassed and attacked because of my actions. I learned from this experience that I need to, before I do things, I need to better reflect on how my actions affect other people around me. And I'm sorry that happened. None of you guys deserve to be attacked.
This is the
I'm
left.
sorry, Mommy KEFFALS.
Wait, did he do this with you guys?
He did apologize to me back in the day. Right after the... See, all right, so something's been kind of like changed up with the lore of Tipster. He didn't leave commentary community after the lolly thing. He came back and he apologized to everybody. Yeah, and then, like, a couple months later, he did the Bud Light thing, and everybody started memeing on him. Then the KEFFALS thing happened. Then that's when shit really went down. But it wasn't like a thing where, like, oh, the Lolly thing happened and he left the commentary community. He was still around.
Well, he was still interacting with Ico, right?
Yeah.
By the way, can you go back a second? Like, just go back 30 seconds.
Xylee's in this.
I want to confirm that he shook his head, and the momentum from his gullet shook his whole camera setup. I just want to confirm if that happened or not.
Okay. Hey, Xylee, how you doing?
I just want to say something real quick about his apology. How long was he part of the commentary community? He knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's the tipster thing, though. He knows this stuff's happening, and he still does it anyways because he can't help himself.
And he knew exact. Yeah, he is. He knew exactly what was going to happen. He used to be part of it.
Yeah. He knew going on that crusade for rum was just going to get Rum in more shit. He still did it anyways.
Yeah, but you know what? Rum also sat back and let him. She didn't try to stop him. She sat back and was like,
Rum's a woman. No, I'm kidding.
It has nothing to do with Rum being a woman.
Their whole story with that Rum thing has changed so many times.
Thank you.
About whether they were in communication or not when it happened.
Yeah, now they're saying they were in communication. Beavers, you were in the VC with me. That's news to us, right? Because we were. Yeah,
and news to us because when we had, I'm pretty sure, right? I hate Tipster, so I have it ingrained in my memory. I'm pretty sure that when we had Tipster on the stream, he said that he hadn't even spoken to Rum.
Yeah. No. You're right. Holy shit.
He said, I'd never even spoken to her. Like, this isn't me coming out to defend like her because she told me to. This is just me doing it because you guys are fucking idiots. Well, now, I found out, I can't remember how.
I can tell you how because I was about to tell you. Remember?
I found out that they were in the call.
Yes, because Leon said it on one of my live streams.
Mm-hmm.
Because Leon said it. Leon said they were in a call basically the whole time.
Why can't he just own? You know what? I would respect Tipster more if he just owned that he was a weird fucking degenerate. That'll come out and say that you're like a bumbling idiot, just making your way through life.
Don't blame me, guys. I'm retarded.
I just don't understand. I don't understand how he can come up here and complain about, well, I put that tweet out there and I'm sorry that I got y'all. No, you don't understand. Tipster could have been quiet this whole time. If KEFFALS would have defended the boss, we would have went after KEFFALS and not even touched Tipster. He knows how it's going to work. He knows how this community is when it comes to stuff like that. Did he think we weren't going to say something? He used to be part of it.
He probably thought
being
he'd be
disingenuous.
he probably thought he'd get the defense from KEFFALS. He thought he'd probably, because the weird thing is KEFFALS sort of gives the impression that she's in a much stronger position than she is until stuff like this happens, and she's like, "I'm a tiny streamer, guys. I'm so small. I'm being bullied by the big streamers." But they were riding high off the food shop stuff. Right before this, the food shop stuff happened. They tore into the food shops and did really well off it. They got lots of views, lots of likes, coverage all over Twitch poll. Everyone was laughing about it, and they got overconfident. And now they're fucked. That's the reality.
It's just like, how much of an achievement is that really? You're shitting on a person that basically said they're a pedophile.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the most like the person fucking meows at the end of their streams. It's not that hard.
I mean, yeah, that's not like an accomplishment. It's not like you took down somebody big.
By the way, I don't have an exact screenshot of when, but I just want last year during all the Rum stuff happened, I said I gave Tippy an out here in a deleted reply. So he tweeted something out, and I said Rum was saying it was a misclick anyways, right? And then he would reply, "You'd have to ask Rum."
I'm telling you,
insinuating that they never talked before.
I'm telling you now, that whole misclick shit was a lie. That was the excuse to give to you.
We basically gave her the excuse.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. And everybody ran with it. Okay, fine. Because everybody's accidentally liked something, but I guarantee you that was a lie.
And when I say
And
we
he
gave her
came
the
up with it.
excuse, when I say like we gave her the excuse, we made the mistake of listing off the potential things that it could have been.
Yeah.
And then she just kind of went with that one. So.
Yeah. No, I agree. But I mean, you don't want to sit here and think, wow, you like that on purpose? I mean, what?
Also, people say that the other thing, people fucking Tipster and all these fucking weirdos say that everybody was cool with Shad, man. Everybody was cool with Shad, right? Normal people weren't cool with Shad, man. Even back then, we knew he was a fucking degenerate weirdo. It was weird. Like, yes, people would be like, oh, his art is like good, right? Like you can recognize a person's artistic talent, right? But also then say you're a fucking weirdo and a pedo. But like nobody was saying, oh, the Shad guy's so good. He's such a great guy. He makes great art. Can't wait to put it as my banner. And of course, fucking Belle Delphine. She's a sexual degenerate, the same as he is. So.
Yeah, I think it's weird looking back at things because it's so easy to reframe a narrative. Part of the thing with dragging up clips and everything else is I don't think Tipster thought that people would go to the extents they have to go and find his old arguments. I thought he thinks he was safe.
And that's where he's stupid. He used to be part of this community. He knows how this community works. It would be different if he was never part of this community, but he was literally part of this community. He knows how this community works. Like, what? He's dumb. He's retarded.
He is. I won't say it on the Cope and Seeds channel, but I said it on our recording. I believe certain things about Tipster now.
You can say it on my channel. It's fine.
No. I believe that Tipster is a retarded pedophile. That is my stance. He doesn't know he's one. He doesn't know he's one. He doesn't want to accept he's one. But his blinders for age are just insane, man. Like I don't think you'd do it on purpose, but it's so weird.
I can honestly get where people are looking at him sus now. I mean, I'm not prepared to do that, but I can definitely understand.
Five and a half times, Siley.
I know.
5.5 times.
Beckett does this to me every
Come on.
time we talk about it.
Listen, I'm not going to go as far as Beavers is because, like, Chud said this. I saw Chud say this.
Yeah, like people can be like, oh, you're being so... Yes, I am being bad faith. I dislike Tipster. I've always disliked Tipster. I will never say anything good about Tipster.
You have.
I will say, look, Tipster is like running around calling Flam pedophile. Keemstar's running, KEFFALS is running around calling Keemstar a fucking pedophile. Like, I don't blame you for the bad faith. I think Chud said this. Like, he's got a higher bar for this. I think I kind of do too. But at the very least, Tipster is somebody who doesn't seem to see an issue. He keeps saying, I'm disgusted by Lolicon. It disgusts me. This is vile. Why do you keep defending people who are involved in controversies involving it then?
Because it was an accident.
Well, even if he's not into it, right? If he isn't into it, I would be more understanding if Tipster came out tomorrow morning and said, you know what? If he was one of those guys that legitimately are like, look, it's just fucking drawings, right? If he had that stance, but he doesn't. He doesn't have that stance.
My take on this, and I think what Beavers is saying, fair play. I personally think, I don't think he's a pedophile or retarded pedophile. I just think he's full blown fucking stupid. And he thinks he can make this work, and he thinks he can get a W with this shit. And he never has, and he never will. And he's so retarded, he just keeps going and going and going. But at the same time, I will say it's moving closer and closer to what Beavers is saying, and there's no going back, right? There's no like, oh well, hold on, let's move it back a bit because he hasn't done this or that. Like it keeps moving closer to like what Beavers is saying.
So. Yeah, it's like Doomsday Clock.
And I can understand that. And I definitely, like Beckett, Beaver showed you, obviously, a censored version of that picture, which was the problem last year. That whole live stream that I did, that I went over with you, that was about that picture that you saw.
Yeah, I've also, no one else send me that picture, please. Fuck. I hate that I have to say this, because then people are like, maybe Beckett would like it. Like, I've seen the censored version. I don't need to see anything else. Please send me fucking nothing.
The weird thing is,
I
you
fucking
saw
publicly
it.
because it was available on Twitter.
But the weird thing is, you saw it, and you automatically can look at it and tell that was a kid.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
I
don't understand how he had that problem.
Here's another one. Right? In his video, his response video that he makes, and I think he made it in this video too, where he's like, it turns out it wasn't a girl, it was a boy. So they don't even fucking know what they're talking. Prepubescent children look similar.
True. That's
that is
very
the point
true,
of being
actually.
prepubescent. They look like children.
That's very true.
Like, can he not get that through his thick fucking skull? Oh, they didn't even know. It was kind of funny because it turned out that it was a boy, not a girl. What the fuck is the difference, bro?
Yeah,
they look the same. The only thing that's different is their genitalia.
Exactly. So why all of a sudden is it exactly? No, you're exactly right. And God.
Hey, we're about to get to my favorite part of this stream. Can we finish it?
Try to tweet it in a way that it wasn't aggressive, or I wasn't trying to be like crazy argumentative or whatever. I wanted to state.
He did shake the camera. Well done,
Beavers. I didn't
Beavers.
want to be a dick about it. Okay. I tweeted that tweet. I went to bed and I woke up to utter fucking chaos because Ethan saw my tweet. Ethan didn't like my tweet, and Ethan responded to my tweet. As a result of that, I was getting a barrage of fucking hate. People were very fucking mad, and several of my friends came to my defense as a result of that. One of those people being KEFFALS. And because of that, they got so much shit. And I just want to take a moment to apologize to my friends for that. When I posted that tweet, I did not mean for that to happen, and I am genuinely sorry that you guys got harassed and attacked because of my actions. I learned from this experience that I need to, before I do things, I need to better reflect on how my actions affect other people around me. And I'm sorry that happened. None of you guys deserve to be attacked in that way. And I take full accountability for that.
I fucking hate him for that.
The other thing is this whole experience has honestly ruined anime for me in general.
Why?
All right.
I fucking hate him for that because that's exactly what was the point of my fucking live stream last year. That was the point of my live stream last year. And that's when he was my friend and I was trying to save my friend for him to wake up and stop doing shit like this. I hate him.
Sorry. I like Rage Lady. It's the best. Right, okay. Let's go for the best bit. Don't worry. It's best still to come.
I said it before, like hentai was never my thing, but if you're into hentai, honestly, just stay the fuck away from that shit because holy fuck, like you could look at something that looks perfectly fine and then later find out it's lolly and then you could find yourself in a situation like this. So this whole situation has honestly ruined anime for me so fucking much that I never want to watch anime again. I don't want anything to do with anime. I got my waist bin here and I got some of my anime. We got Death Note, one of my favorites. Fuck it, throw it in the bin. We got some Dragon Ball Z, another great anime show. Throw it in the fucking bin. Robotech seems pretty harmless, but who knows? Maybe there's some lolly in there. Throw it in the fucking bin. Ys, based on one of my favorite RPG franchises, in the fucking bin. Hell, I've got video games that are anime inspired. Those go in the bin too. Ys, the video game, gone. The Final Fantasy games, there's probably some lolly in there somewhere. Get rid of them.
This fucking retard.
Remakes, gotta go. Catherine, pretty sure there might be something sussy in there. Let's get
I just fucking Catherine, a game about two adult women and a man's choice between who to like fall in love with. Yep, probably got lolly in there. This man is fucking just so retarded.
Get rid of it. And just for good measure, Ethan calls people he views as lollicons, he calls them lollipops. So we'll get rid of lollipop chainsaw, just to be on the fucking safe side. I'm so sick of anime at this point. I want nothing to fucking do with it. No more anime in my house. I'm sorry, babe. I know you're in the other room. I know you still like Pokemon and shit like that. No more. No mas. It's Jover. No more anime in this house. Fuck that shit.
I do not believe Tipster is the sort of man who has any control over his wife. I
agree
no, he
with
does.
that.
She's in a fucking wheelchair.
I agree with Mad Max.
Jesus
I agree with
Christ.
Mad Max. He is 100% a lolcow now. He is 100% a lolcow now.
He is. This is just like the irony of him being like Wings is spitting is that Tipster is far more of a lolcow than Wings actually ever was. Wings has never done this kind of retarded shit. Wings is very retarded, and he's done some fucking cringy ass stuff. But I've never seen Wings defend fucking Lolicon and like be like, I need to get rid of all my anime in case people think I'm a pedophile. What a fucking retard. And for those wondering, is it real?
Never, ever, ever again. After stream, sorry, and digs it out. I mean, it was a bit, so I'm literally going to take it out of the bin. But...
You fucking idiot! You fucking idiot! Yeah, guys, I've just done this big bit. It was a bit, though. What a fucking loser. Like, at least
that's
commit.
That's a tipster thing to do. No, that's a tipster thing to do.
Yep.
To do a bit and then be like, hey, it's a bit.
This is just fucking sad.
He's such a fatty that he probably didn't bend over and pick those things out of the bin. He
just left them in there.
Shut up, Beaver.
He either picked up that bin again and then like used it as a little like shopping cart to like put everything back. There ain't no way those arms can support that.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Tipster doesn't really seem to know anything about anime. Being like, Death Note is one of my favorite animes. It's a good anime. It's not the best anime by any means.
I think Tipster knows about as much as anime as I do.
Yeah, I think it's fucking
and I
bollocks.
hate anime. I fucking
it's like Dragon Ball Z. This is like the normie version of an anime fan, okay?
Yeah.
I've got like I grew up watching anime. I've seen all kinds of weird esoteric animes over the years. Like one of my favorites is fucking Trinity Blood, one that nobody fucking knows about and lots of people fucking hate. Like Gun Sword, shit like this. That like I'm an anime fan. When people come to me and that like
Naruto bullshit.
Well, this is the
fucking call me, bitch.
Okay, look, I'm not gonna rant about anime. I am gonna say one thing. If you are a fan of Psychopaths, your taste in anime is shit, and I hate you. Okay? For anybody who knows what that fucking anime is, because everyone defends it, and it's fucking awful. Oh, the artwork's nice. Yeah, but the story's fucking stupid. You've all lost your fucking minds. Okay, we're moving swiftly on.
But, oh my god. Jeez Louise. It really has ruined anime for me, though. Like, I know I did a bit or whatever, but I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. Like, this whole experience has genuinely ruined anime for me.
Hey, I got a good anime story real quick, Becca, that you've never heard up till this. So, I like Berserk, right? That's probably my favorite anime. I like medieval fantasy animes, or not animes, but medieval fantasy. And I always said, like, if you got something that can recommend me, that's what my genre would be. And someone recommended me this one called Goblin Slayer. And within the first 5 minutes of the anime,
oh god,
a bunch of goblins just raped this woman, and I'm like, and I just kind of like, what the fuck did I just get recommended? And like, that's anime to me. It's like someone recommend, hey, there's this really cool anime, you should watch it. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's a bunch of fucking little green monsters raping a woman. Great, fucking awesome, cool.
Who the fuck recommends Goblin Slayer as a first anime? Go watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. There's an intro.
That is a very good anime.
Not watching.
Go watch Helsing Ultima. It's fine.
Dude, if you're recommending me an anime, it better have like 10 to 20 episodes. That's it. No fucking 400 episode fucking.
Yeah, I'm not trying to watch 4 years worth of a damn anime. I mean, kiss my ass.
I will find you a 20 episode anime that's super short that you'll like. Okay. Actually,
give me some fucking fantasy with some fucking cool shit with some knights and some swords and stuff. No fucking goblin rape. I'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll find you something. It'll be good.
God, I hate it here.
That, just to get a little to be scientific with the hose. The other thing about Tipster that makes me so much more sus with him, like diagnosable. What would the word be? I think the word that they use is fetishes, right? But in the clinical sense, they're supposed to cause you discomfort or cause problems in your life. That's part of the diagnosis. And when he says, oh, this is fucking ruined anime for me, I think he's like, I watched Bleach recently because the new Bleach came out. And when I saw the way that so there's the red-headed chick. I can't remember her name. But she's a red-headed chick, one of the main characters. She's 16.
I can't help you. Yeah, they're all teenagers. Yeah.
right? They're all teenagers. She's 16 in it, right? And then they put the 16-year-old in sussy situations. And when I saw that, I was like, eh. But I'll continue watching. But that's a bit weird, bro. Right? Kind of deal. Tipster's the kind of guy that would be like, I like that. But ooh, that makes me uncomfortable. Can't watch this anime. Ooh, I can't watch these animes anymore. Makes me feel a certain way.
And there's an anime that came out recently that I watched, and it has I'm not gonna name it, but it has a scene in it that made me stop watching it. All the way through it, it's fine, and then this thing happens, it's really fucking jarring, and I was like, I actually have to stop watching this. It's too weird, it's too out of nowhere, it's just like, why would you do this with this show? And occasionally you'll find pieces of media like that. I don't think that's unique to anime. You know, like, it can be lots of different things that do this. Like the last season of Game of Thrones, everyone was like, okay, you've lost me. You've lost me. This last season's just dropped me because of what happens. And when it comes to like anime, I think there's a lot of animes that are kind of part of a subculture. And anime is a subculture, really. It's just you've got a few mainstream examples. That's pretty much it. And what Tipster's examples of anime are mainstream animes. Like the most out there thing is Ys. Like he mentions Ys, which is like a long-running game series that happens to have an anime on it. It's basically being like, I can't watch the Final Fantasy movies anymore. You know, it's just sad. It's just sad.
Genuinely
also,
fucking
what really gets me about Tipster?
The fact that he'd probably eat you.
Bad. But also the other thing that gets to me about Tipster is it's really always bothered me. He looks like a big child.
He acts like a big child.
No, but he looks like one. He looks like his testosterone never kicked in. He's got the same mustache that my friend in fucking high school had when he was 16. So I'm just some low-T fucking soy boy, fat started producing estrogen piece of shit.
Tell us how you really feel, Beavers.
Anyway, continue.
And with that, this will be the last time. Like, let's get serious for a second. I know we had some fun with a little bit right now. Let's get serious for a second. I'm done with this situation. I'm over it. Okay, myself, poor KEFFALS, and some of my other friends. They've been so harassed over this whole situation. My mods have had to deal with so much shit as a result of this. And to my mods that are in my chat, the ones who mod my Discord server, I just want to say I am so sorry that you guys had to deal with that shit, because I posted a tweet that seemed harmless initially, but I had no idea it was going to happen like this. And I'm so sorry you guys had to deal with that shit. After this, I will not be talking about this anymore. Vosh has a response planned. Check out his response when it comes out. Maybe we'll react to it when it comes out. More than likely, we won't.
But then you got on the stream today with KEFFALS and talked about it? You fucking liar, bro. Shut the fuck up.
I'll never talk about it again. And then KEFFALS put the collar on him and dragged him onto a fucking stream.
That's his fucking problem. He doesn't have thoughts of his own. His thoughts are exactly what the people around him think.
I don't know how you guys dealt with this for so long.
Well, I was blind to it for the longest time. People tried to warn me about it when I started my friendship with him, and I didn't listen to them. And now I see exactly what they were saying, and they were right the whole damn time.
Well, look, at least you mean well. Meant well? Meaned? Jesus fucking Christ. Meant well. Yeah. At least you meant well. And now it's Jova.
I remember when all of this was going down, fucking Xylee was like the last hang on. She was like, she's just stubborn, just hanging on. My friend Tipster! And everybody in the fucking VCs, when we get into VCs, we're like, you know.
Yeah, on live stream.
Yeah, I know, but...
On live stream, yep. I can't help it. When I am friends with someone, I'm not trying to be bad faith with them. When I'm friends with someone, I'm not just going to go with the crowd, okay? And I can't help it because apparently I saw something good in them to be friends with them. I just don't throw people under the bus because I know how that fucking feels. You know what I mean? So I try not to do that with people.
I think the thing with Tipster is Tipster could be a really good guy, right? Because Tipster's retarded. He's like a child. Okay,
Tipster could be good because he is retarded. Go on.
Yes, but much like a child, right? They have nothing going on in their heads, and they can be like manipulated and turned very easily without putting very much thought into things. They will just go along with things. That is Tipster. A retarded child.
Retarded child. Okay, well, look, this has been really fun. We've gone for slightly longer than I expected to. Does anyone else
I knew
have
that
any?
was going to happen with Matt being on here. Just saying. He's muted
Riley.
now, so he's not going to say anything back.
Riley,
What?
Why are you bullying Matt? What's Matt ever done to you?
That's not bullying. Oh wait, don't we listen? You want to be here another 2 hours? We absolutely can. If you want to know everything that Matt has done to me, just saying.
I'll wait until you guys have a fallout. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. When that happens, I'm going to be way off in the fucking sidelines. Yeah, my friends are fighting. I don't know.
Dragging everybody in with me.
This has been really fun. We are gonna, I think, end up here. I've got no one to raid into. And also still haven't worked out how raids work. I will soon though. It's really busy at the moment. I'm still working quite a lot because I'm just back at work, so my stream schedule's a bit weird. The latest I'll be back is next Friday, but if some things develop, I might do a Thursday stream. We also have some other content coming when I get around to fucking putting it together. And you should have a video from me and a video from Jenny in the next few weeks, which will be awesome. Do you guys want to give yourselves a shout out? That would be great.
Check out Now Recording on the Now Recording channel with me, Beavers, Mitch, Toxic, and Beckett comes up every now and then, and as well as Core and those guys. Yeah, go check that out.
Check out Now Recording. Now Recording is always
You
recording.
mentioned fucking Beckett before you mentioned Cole, you piece of shit.
I'm hungry.
There's going to be some angry DMs. Xylee, give yourself a shout out.
Or you can check a superior podcast, which is called The
Bitch,
Broadcast.
I know you ain't call me. No. Fuck you. All right, you took my whole fucking format. Go fuck yourself.
I didn't. There's only 3 of us, bro.
There's only 3 of us. But there was
Yeah, but that's just because you guys are women. You couldn't keep it together.
Anyway, okay, it's me and Miss Eva and Miss Bunny. We are the superior podcast called The Broadcast. Go check us out over there. Thank you very much. Or you can check me out at Xylee Gets Real,
Based.
where you'll see Matt every now and then over
Remember
there
when you
and
stole the
Beckett
intro
and
and you did
Beavers.
it better?
No, you didn't do the intro better, you little shit. Shut up.
Yeah.
Although it was good though, I did like it.
Right, okay. Fuck, I feel like
That's one of the things on the list he's done to me. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna end up in a call after this screaming at each other, aren't we? Right, okay. I love you guys. I'm not gonna do an outro song or anything. Go to bed. Later, guys.